Love me or you hate me, know me. No mess with me, no go. And then P2PT, come along, ETT. Giuseppe's are naughty, in a Maserati. Take you, baby, easy. Fine boy like you, easy. You won't kiss somebody, but lose sweet melody. Normally, oh, ojoojúmọ́ là ń ṣayé, oh, ah. Luckily, oh, olówó tí mo fẹ́ náà, ah. Me, I just want to be high, be high, be high. Me, I just want to be high, be high, be high. Me, I just want to be high, be high. I just want to be high, be high.
For this party, let's get party. Can't call mommy, can't call daddy. Vision blurry, words are sorry. What's my goal? The sky is falling. Wake up and jump start. I could chop you like yeah. Come be my order. I can get away from this. I love the way you got me. No, my love, baby girl, only me. My love, no, my love. Lucky now.
I'ma get up so yeah, you won't capture my soul. I'ma get up so make you want more and more. Better, I'm loose. Even better done the para. Nothing Josie, I'm in Josie. Won't connect for one Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me, you can fuck up, I'm on board. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me. They want do me, gonna want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I just flew in from Miami. Peru, para. I'm loose. Even Peru done the fire. Pour at the bottle, I wanna level up. When I'm with you, I never get enough. Slow wine, I'm not in a rush. I can hear music when you're here. Tonight we're rolling, party till closing. Since I put the ring on the finger, it's still frozen. Love in slow motion. I wanna feel you over me, yeah. Certain magic in your eyes, yeah. Girl, I love the way you ride it. And it happens every time you arrive, that's right. Girl, I want you in my life, yeah. There's a heaven and it's right here. I will never leave your side, stay tonight. When you won't see me, I'm in West London this evening. Giving me the feelings, no I'm not leaving. Till I fly LA next weekend. Peru, nah. Girl, I'd rather go find somewhere quiet. You glow, and I get lost here in your eyes. I'ma gain all be so. Girl, you just capture my soul. I'ma gain all be so. Make me wanna just take you home. Peru, I'm loose. Even better done the para. Peru, I'm loose. Even better done the para.
She be make a tamuwa. Say my kid go try God. You want to bamba? You wanna cheat with the big boys? Now you the wrong, kitty, you the wrong. Get enough with drink, get a drop cup. Ha, hey, can you see how the thing goes? Oh, you tell me hook and you. And hook. Ha. All right, take it easy, and let's play some behind the voice. Okay. This one of is over no we can't use. Go school, you go the fam tools. Another parameter set you want the farm too. See, even your papa not to save you. For all the cannabis when they pick it done too. Man, all the niggas don't find you. Because that nigga when you play on my don't move. Oh boy, don't move. Ha, hey, come on, let's go. Chevy make a Samoa. So much kid go join God. Ha, you want to bamba? You wanna chill with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get the kitty, you the wrong, get the top, you drink, get the top cock. Ha, hey, Chevy, you see how the thing goes. I'm just telling you who blamed you. Okay.
I'm all alive. It's a point got to my head, say make I deny you. I go tell them, say lie. Don't be like yeah. I could spend all of my money on you. Spend a couple million on you. Give you love until you say you don't do. Yeah. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I deal with you. I want your heart and soul and your own body too. I can't let you go. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. This love not be ordinary thing. It's supposed to be one night thing. But now I know they catch feelings. I get vexed when I see you with another person. No, I don't concentrate no more. Make you felicitate your love. Hold me tight and rub on my head, baby. Make I feel alright. Special type of feeling that I feel when I'm with you. Oh, the mommy, anytime where I deal with you. I want your heart and soul and your own body too. I can't let you go. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love. I'm beginning to fall in love.
Wake up. Get up, go get the moolah. Wake up. Onito kala. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kilo come, become person, person we don't mind. Boy, when I land softly on the sofa floor. So far, so good. Koni bajo, let me see you. Go lo, let me see you. Go lo, bukao. Let me see you, de buka. Go lo, let me see you. Go lo, bukao. Let me see you, de buka. Go lo, let me see you. Go lo, bukao. Let me see you, de buka. Go lo, let me see you. Go lo, bukao. Let me see you, de buka. Better, go get the dollar. Wake up. Don't walk, don't try. Supposed to be high. Kilo con chef. Let's see what I'm at. When I land the last Sophie on the sofa. Koni bajo, let me see you. Go lo, let me see you. Go lo,
Let me go. Let me see you. Go, lo, lo, lo. Now. Let me go. Let me see you. There. Go, lo, lo, lo. Let me see you. Go, lo, lo, lo. Now. Let me see you. Let me see you. Easy, wow. Me do my people dead, my people suffer. Them they pray for blessing. Hey, me do my people dead. Them they pray for blessing, for better living. I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain. Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life. I just can't explain. I can't explain, no. Yeah, look. It's gonna be a long, long time before we stop. Boy, they better know who made the scene pop. All I ever needed was a chance to get the team hot. Only thing I fear is a headshot or a screenshot. Pre-me, them a pre-me. You know they only call me when they need me. I never go anywhere, they never see me. I'm the type to take it easy. I took girls in the very first text I sent. I don't beg no lovers, I don't beg no friends. If you wanna link, we can link right now. Skeppy with some Drake, it's a ting right now. Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. I can't explain.
You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the choice out, though. I'm a mind that's you talk, though. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know that devil. Like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry, yo. I need to go and shadow. 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 Shadow. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and I did put a cut run and kill Soboma. I did try to buy moto, one Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Lucky Bona. Now see what you remain could have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani at you. I'm a white dog, give me Fendi suit. Why you say I did nothing for you? And if I do anything you want me to do, Timbani at you. I'm a white dog, give me Fendi suit. Why you say I did nothing for you? And if I do anything you want me to do, maybe another time, maybe another life. You will be my wife and we'll get it right. We don't cast. Last. Now everybody go
So beautiful. Yeah. Are you feeling down today? And you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah. Are you feeling down today? And you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah. Tune in to 93.5 King and Queen Radio. You need best songs and shows on your radio. Sisterdobong shows every day from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah, don't give up. Just tune it to your radio. Every Monday, the we go Jamaican and African tune from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, tune it to King and Queen Radio. Where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio. Where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. Yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio. Don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio. Tune into your best station. King and Queen Radio. The best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio. You need a beautiful Monday, yeah. King and Queen Radio. From Monday to Monday. Every Wednesday. 12:20 in the countdown. Every Tuesday to Thursday, King and Queen with arts and music. Your jazz music every day, from 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. Country music every day, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, Jamaican music every Monday to Saturday. Special life music from Caliban, Africa. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. International reggae dance song every day, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The best online radio. From New York, we take it worldwide, yeah. Tune into King and Queen Radio. Where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio. Where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. Yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio. Don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio. Tune into
Good evening, good evening. King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, Sisterdobong.com, and we are live. First and most, I want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Wow, beautiful.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's so much going on today. How are you today on St. Patty's Day?
I didn't even know that. Thank you for the information. I didn't know. You just bring the information to me.
You know, I don't have no green. I don't have no green to represent. But to all you folks out there, it's a big party going on out there. And I know you drinking, no drinking, and no driving. And if you're an immigrant, stay off the street because ICE is coming. So you know what? Make sure you got your passport and everything, your birth certificate. And everything, because ICE is coming. Okay, they love these holidays. I wonder what's gonna happen when our West Indian Day parade comes. You think the streets gonna be empty?
Well, you know, I don't know. Some of the West Indies might not come out because if they know police gonna be there, ICE gonna be moving around. But I don't think they're gonna be able to control that. I doubt whether they're gonna come out and try to get people on Labor Day. It's too much people.
Well, before and most of all, I am Zina Palin, aka Sisterdobong, and alongside my host,
John Rebel. You know, I didn't even introduce myself. You don't know. Big up to all the people out there.
We so busy talking about St. Patrick's Day, we forgot that we got to give you a leprechaun. Because, you know, tonight is your lucky night. You call in tonight, you get a lucky number so you can play your lottery and get your tickets. The number you can call in tonight, even you want to talk and tell us some leprechaun stories or some fairy tales or whatever you want to call it. The number is 718-253-4239, and that's 718-676-0820. And you know something? I want to tell you something, and you must know this very well. Did you know I realized a leprechaun is the Baku man?
Oh, yeah. Yo, you know what? Yeah, that's a good comparison.
You never thought of that, did you?
I never really bring it together. And they always say you need a 4-leaf clover to actually trap him. And I guess that's how they used to trap them inside of the thing with the gold, the pot. I guess that's how they used to trap him and probably put the 4-leaf clover.
I thought you would not know that. So that's why I had to tell you that, because I know Guyana, they believe a lot in the Boku man. And I always say the Boku man is a leprechaun. And maybe that myth they took from Ireland, which I got my doubts on that with the leprechaun man, because it says that it was little black people that was living in Ireland. The Africans was living in Ireland. Remember, there was the Africans when they spread it all over. They was in Africa, in Ireland.
Yeah.
And they was very little people. And they said that St. Patrick run the snakes in the water, but I heard it was the little black Africans they run to get rid of them out the island, and they run them all toward the sea and drown them.
Oh, wow.
You got to do some history on that. That's a hidden part of history they don't tell you. They said that St. Patrick with the snakes ran the snakes into the ocean. Well, it wasn't that, because it was black people living in Ireland for a long time. There's a lot of black Irish. Shout out there to all the black Irish out there, especially in Jamaica.
Yeah, big up to the Irish.
Yeah, there's very lot of black. Irish and blacks has always been considered one. And it's always been misinterpreted, again, like I told you before, when the Danish and the Dutch left behind, the white Irish was on the field plantation. They was the overseers. So when they left everything and after slavery was abolished, well, the white man still was there. So he took over.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So they got blamed for all the slavery and stuff. And that's not really true, because most all blacks are mixed with Irish.
Yeah, so I mean, the real Irish, are they white, black, or mixed?
They was, well, some of them, you got the black Irish. Well, I always looked at them because I have family members Irish, and I know a lot about them too. The Irish, I went to school with them, so I definitely know. You got the ones who have the black hair, and those are considered the black Irish. They have the black and brown hair, and those are considered the black Irish. And then you got the redheads.
Okay.
Those are the white Irish.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that's the difference.
See that? You learn something new every day, people.
So there's different Irish, the ones with the black, and then you got the southern ones down in the south, which a lot of them changed their identity to Jews and stuff after slavery because they didn't want to get caught up in the prejudice thing because they was white.
Okay.
So they got blamed. That's where the word cracker come from. They got blamed because at that time they used to pop the whip. They had a cracker in their hand, and they used to be cracking the whip as they coming through fighting them bulls and them things.
Catch the horses too. They used to catch the horses
so they used
with
to
the whip.
crack the whip. So everybody used to say the crackers is coming. That's not an insulted word with whites from the South. Matter of fact, they proud of that word cracker. You understand? It's like some black people are proud of saying certain words, but not other people can say it.
Yeah, but like Betty Crockett. Didn't they have a song named Betty Crockett?
Yeah, Betty Crocker.
Crocker. Yeah, Betty Crocker.
I didn't even never know that. Now, that's the first time I ever heard it that way. But anyway, folks, we all got to do away with all that slave stuff because you know what? The world got to go on and on. And if we keep reliving it, where it's going to take us?
What about if I think everybody's in slavery in mental, which if the black, the Chinese, and some of the white, the Puerto Rican, and we don't even know it. What about we in slavery working for the government?
But what I don't like, one thing about it is the black Americans that slaved this land never got compensated for nothing. And in Japan, 5 years, and they got compensated for everything for their mistreat and mishap in America. I don't understand why black Americans that built this country off of slavery never got nothing. They claim if the black Americans get anything, they will break the country.
Yeah, that's
but
not
ain't
true.
The country already broke.
It's already broken. And listen, look at the time or they give away over $1,400 a month for the whole country. What about if they just take aside some of the black people or most of them who born here and just give them incentive, whether it's 5 billion or whatever.
Well, you
I
can
feel they could do that.
You can let them go to college free. You can put up schools, shelters for them. If they're Black Americans, and let in every state give them something that you don't have to physically, give money, but put up centers or something in their honor that they can go free and enjoy, get jobs, keep jobs going for them, for the Black Americans. But then, you can't just say Black Americans with that. It's kind of complicated.
Yeah, because in Guyana, we plowed the land. We did the cane field and a lot of rice field, and we was not compensated.
You won't be compensated because you can't. It's technical because it's all messed up because the whites. What do you do when all the whites that mixed in with the blacks? See, that's the problem. How do you know who was a slave and who wasn't a slave? How can you tell? Just because the person's skin is black don't mean they ever was in slavery. A lot of black people really wasn't in slavery. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, when I met an African, long time working with an African, they never even learned about the word slavery. This was something new to them.
A lot of Black Americans was not in slavery. And, it's sad. And I argue with a lot of people. There's no way in hell you could have brought all 1 million people across that water, all that long ways on no boat, cramped up together, and they survived with all that stench and everything. Not even the master could have even survived.
Not all those people. They bring some of the people. They didn't bring all the people.
My honest feeling, the Indians here, the black people was here, the black Chinese, the black Indians that was already here, they put them in slavery. And some of them, if they was too white and too light, they shipped them off to England and to the other countries where people of lighter color.
Yeah, because some of the slaves have different color skin.
Yes.
It's like they had the red Indian, they had the yellow Indian, they had the black
So,
Indian.
Well, of course, they shipped them away. They would ship them out to another country and kept whoever was my color, black, they would keep you here and keep you a slave no matter what.
Yeah, because we were stronger. Remember, we could have
that is true.
survived in the sunlight.
Heat, the sunlight.
Yeah, so they had to keep us here because we was already
the strength of the country.
Yes, and they got a lot of money. Look at all the.
So then, if you want to look at it, then why don't they just give everybody pitch black dark like me some money?
Yeah, I think they should do it. I think they should give.
And the light ones don't get nothing because they was mixed. And that's not true either, because not every African you see light color is mixed with nothing white. That's another problem that people think. There's so many light-skinned Africans is not mixed at all with no European.
Yeah, they got the albinos.
Not albinos, regular light-skinned Africans that's born in Ethiopia and different parts of that world is not mixed with anything white. It's the climate and where you live.
And it was born in Africa,
Yes, born in Africa.
Okay,
DJ Pop Mark, one of our DJs. Look how light he is, and he totally 100% African and ain't got no European blood in him, and he's light skinned.
Well, you're right, because back in the days we call that red skin.
Well, you remember the Arabs and stuff. You see, people want to make the Arabs and all white, but they're not white race. They fair skinned, but they still black.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I didn't say that. Did I say that?
Yeah, they fair skin, but they're still black. It have fair skinned black people, just like it have brown skinned black people and it have copper skinned black people. Everybody got different.
But I'm
shades.
not saying you're Black American. See, what everybody get confused with that word black, and that word black can be very treacherous misused with a lot of people. What black meaning, you could come from another country. I was just arguing with my cousin on that the other day. And your skin is black, don't mean you American black and you was in slavery. You could be just black from that country. Your skin color is black. And you really is black Puerto Rican or black wherever you come from, Black Arab or whatever, you a Black Indian. But people like that. What happens here in America? America like to put everybody in the same pot.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not really true. Okay, you a black man like me. We all come from Africa. That is not true. And that's where the separation come in when now everybody Black American because ICE is coming.
Yeah, well, now everybody wants to be black because
Black American.
Yeah,
now.
because they're not messing with the black people. They're going after the Spanish people mostly. And
don't be a fool. They fooling you.
Oh yeah, they
fooling
the Haitians. The Haitians.
All right.
They said a lot of Haitians is coming over.
There you go, and they sending the Haitians out of here. And you know when the Haitians go, the Senegalese go, and all the rest of the blacks go. They go down the line, so don't get fooled. They're putting your mind on the Spanish. In the meantime, they shipping the blacks out of here.
Yeah. That's true too, you know. But what it is, a lot of people are saying like jobs are opening, and you know, a lot of people are happy this is happening, and a lot of people are mad this is happening because certain people, loved ones, are getting caught up.
Well, I have to say, big shout out to our DJ Tony Blend. And guess what? He started off with some good Afro beats. I really didn't think it was him playing. I said shout out to Ricky Bevel, made everything so beautiful and possible, and the scenery is so nice. Thank you, Ricky.
Big up, Ricky.
And what happened is he was playing that Afro beat, and I said, that's not him. That's coming from my boys in Africa.
He got that sauce.
He had that sauce. He really got me on that one because I said, that's not him. He said, yes, it is. I said, no, it's not. Yeah. Well, Tony Blend really shocked me tonight because he had it rocking back there.
Yeah, Tony Blend know for warm up the place, you know. Yeah.
Shout out to the team out there in Africa. Big up to you. And tonight is going to be a great night out, 12 midnight, of course. Eunice, I got her name. I remember it now, Eunice and DJ Pop Mark and Billion. And I think they got a guest tonight. I'm not too absolutely sure. But can't wait to Africa Awake. They're doing very good. And the show is really progressing very good out there. And I want to say shout out to all my artists out there that we promote them very well. David Brown and Smoke Kitchen and all the rest out there.
Trigger Fire.
I got to call him. I haven't heard from him in a while. And you can find the artists by going on kingandqueenradio.com, brooklynstation.com, and sisterdobong.com. Folks, if you're out there on radio land, television land, or restream wherever you're at, we always have shows on brooklynstation.com coming live, and you can go on the web pages in case Facebook cut us off. You always can go directly to the station, and don't forget to download the apps. We have the apps. I got to find out what happened to the other app. I'll find out this week. I've been so busy I couldn't get on that. But I want to say a shout out to all the hardworking peoples out there. And I'm going to take you to a little music because me and you got a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yeah. We got to talk about the upcoming, what's going on right now with the economy, because everybody right now is looking at the stock market. Everybody is hesitant. One of my friends told me today he got laid off his job because materials is not coming in. So China is actually holding back on the material.
That's what I'm saying. They're not telling you the truth. They done what they done, and they can't undo it so easy. Yeah. So America is getting ready to go into a fold up.
Yeah, Canada is actually trying to stop their gas. The light that is actually given to like about 3 states in America. So 3 states, the bills are raising. I actually watched it on TikTok the other day. A lot of people say their bill is jumping from $100 all the way to like $500, $600.
Oh God, I better start turning off lights now.
Yeah, we got to start saving our electricity.
And we'll be sitting up here
with candles.
Candles. I won't be broadcasting out. Y'all have to come in and enjoy the show inside.
I know it's getting crazy.
Battery pump does something.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little scared because I know in the Bible they talk about the 3 days of darkness whereby all around the world is just going to go dark. So I don't know what's coming. Prophecy is being fulfilled or people are just being greedy because this is all about money. They're not caring about the people that's living inside the
Bible always going to complete itself because the Bible is an astrology book, all kind of book, and it's a book of the world. And history repeat itself. Of course, there's going to be another 3 days because as the solar system go round and round, things repeat itself. It will be a blackout. I thought that was happening with this eclipse. It was so dark and, so that can happen at any time. It's depending on how the rotation of the world. And I think we on the axis, aren't we?
Yeah. We on the axis and we going around.
So all the axis got to do slow down. And we can experience night for 2 or 3 days. You didn't know that?
Wow. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, the earth changes.
If it don't move forward, we can just stay stuck.
Yeah, they say in the daytime is
what you think happened in Alaska? Don't you think they get a lot of 3 days and 3 nights?
I heard about that. A part of the earth whereby is like darkness for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I want to experience
that. Alaska, they don't see sunlight a whole lot of the time.
Wow, I would love to experience that. That might be cool.
You won't know when it's night or day.
Yeah.
It's and it's a lot of people move to Alaska. I was always afraid to move to Alaska and Hawaii and Norwegian with all them sun rays and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It looked pretty, but I sure wouldn't want to live in it because you don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid of stingrays. I've never been stung before, but I do not want to get stung by one of those jellyfish.
Oh, yeah, jellyfish?
Yeah, the jellyfish too.
Oh, my God. One of them things sting you in for something.
Yeah, I heard about it. That's what I'm saying. I would love to see Hawaii one day because that's one of my dream places. And the cartoon, when I was young, we used to watch Hawaii, like when there's like
Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, we used to watch it.
Wasn't that nice?
That was a very good show.
How many people out there love Hawaii 5-0? Let's see them hearts out there. That was a very good show. Really, it was. All right, we're gonna take us back to Tony Blinton and let him.
Hit us up with the ones and trees.
Views expressed on this program are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of this site and all services provided therein are for personal use only. King and Queen Radio holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of the information given.
And you know what?
Attention, New York City. We are inviting you to join us on our regular Monday night show on King and Queen Radio /Brooklyn Station with latest informations in arts, science, music, and entertainment. You can be part of the program as a guest, co-host, and a business owner, advertising your products and services as well. So don't miss out the opportunity to get your voice heard. Tune in every Monday, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. West African Time. Call us on 718-253-7273. Don't miss out. Monday Night Show. See you there. Hey, are you a DJ, an artist, a business owner that wants to promote, advertise product and services? Contact King and Queen Radio Brooklyn Station at 1752 Flatbush Avenue, New York. Or you can call us on 718-253-7273. Hello, you. Yes, you. Are you experiencing the challenges of life, relationship issues, family situations, money troubles? You need a job? You need a guide to a spiritual path and a sense of direction? You need spiritual healing, psychic readings? Call Sisterdobong on 718-253-7273.
that's how we stay. And that's how we stay. So we not go stray. And we not go play. And that's how we stay. And that's how we stay. Life we promote every night and day. Well, and that's how we stay. 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 Burning down. After when them feel like love in the real life. Oh, they never lost the sea life. And why you take a real life? Oh, no, after when them feel like love in the real life. Oh, they never lost the sea life. Then why you take a real life? They all in a killing spree. They want to kill out the people that they on the world and kill for free. All in a killing spree, yeah. Well, I like them promote and I will never disagree. All in a killing spree. They want to kill out the people that they on the world and kill for free. All in a killing spree, yeah. Well, I like them promote and I will never disagree. Yo, that is the ultimate, so I will never intervene. I know I won't be lying in the valley of the breeze, but in the hills and the valley, the springs and the stream. Well, righteousness, my robin. Well, Babylon, Missy said them not straight, Missy said them lean. Well, Emperor Selassie is the eye supreme beam. Well, righteousness, they get the youth say, burn them. They all on a killing spree. Them all pick up the people, them in the world, they kill for free. All on a killing spree, yeah. Well, I like to promote and I will never disagree. They all on a killing spree. What pick up the people, them in the world, they kill for free. All on a killing spree, yeah. I don't you, they want to them something. After when them feel like, well, love them not real life, oh. And why you take a real life? You never must see life. After when them feel like, love them not real life, oh. You never must see life. And why you take a real life?
Girl, me want feel all you, put me arms right around you. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Girl, me want feel just squeeze you, put me things all around you. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Me I them jam, me no care. You take it anytime, anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. And as a woman, I will be there. Me want a girl, me can't wine for me. Me want a girl, me can't take care of me. Let me feel it, let me feel it. Oh, me have to really squeeze it. Girl, me want feel all you. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Yeah, me just want to squeeze ya, put me things all around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Oh Lord, like a fast bike on the road, boom, 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 boom. Girl, on the back and she a boom, 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 boom. Give me the microphone now, the fat cum. Me the play last one time, it come to cum. Me out of control, I'm more fire she want in her soul. She say more and more and still she grown and still me multiply more. Girl, me want to just hold ya, put me arms right around ya. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Girl, me want to just squeeze ya, put me arms right around ya. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life? Squeeze ya, around ya. The tightest hold me ever get in my life. And all the
That's right. We got, you know who on the 1 and 2s. And who do we got?
Yeah, big up to the DJ. You don't know, holding it down every
Tony Blend.
Tony Blend every Monday night, you know, just giving us that good vibes, giving us that good mix.
And I'd like to say a big shout out there to Michael Minton, used to be the manager of King and Queen Radio. Hello, Michael. How you doing out there? There's been so many people at King and Queen Radio. And Michael was a very good manager. I mean, he worked very hard. And We did the parade together, the dance parade. He used to run the parades with me, and Michael was everywhere. Big up to you, Michael. And you better come in on some of these shows and DJ. Um, so shout out there to Michael Minton. Okay, so it's such a beautiful thing going on. Talk about the full moon.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about
Sisterdobong, everybody, everybody's after you, everybody trying to link you on the messages, everybody trying to text you. People call in, don't forget to call in, guys, get your lucky number. You never know when you get your blessings. You could buy a number tomorrow and win something nice and just change your family life. Yeah, the full moon is here. The energy is changing. A lot of people not getting to sleep. A lot of people say they uneasy. A lot of people stressed out. Around this time, this moon is like, it changes your energy. So I want to, anybody like right now that is going through certain things during the full moon, like call in, let us know about it. How you feeling? It was on the 13th to the 14th. It was a full lunar eclipse, and that don't happen a lot. The next lunar eclipse, which is going to be a partial one, is going to be September the 7th. Yeah, 2025. So we got like 2 lunar eclipse in 1 year. Well, one is full and one is partial. So, there's a lot of different signs in the sky, guys, signs of the times. So look up in the sky and take in God elements because he's trying to speak to us. People say God don't talk to us, but he talked to us, but not the way that we talk. So the moon was like red. People said the moon was red. I didn't get to see it. I fell asleep, but my energy level was different. I'm not gonna lie. I start feeling a little more happier. I feel a little more energized. I get to sleep a little more.
You didn't feel like you want to go howl at the moon?
Yeah, of course. You don't know. You want to go up on the hills and them thing, beat some drum. Oh,
yeah, I'm telling you, the wolf man.
Yeah, man.
The moon is take effect on people, and like I said last week, you'll know when mental ill because they just can't sit still.
Yeah.
You do have some people out there though. I never forget one time I went to my mother's house, and as I was moving around in her house, I heard this dog keep barking. And I could not understand where this dog was coming from. I couldn't see the dog, but I hear the dog barking.
That's scary.
And, I kept moving around, the dog barking. I look outside, no dog barking. So I asked my mother, I said, well, where's this dog keep barking? She said, that's not a dog, that's a person.
Wow.
And, I didn't know people have all kind of, I worked long years ago in Willowbrook State School. And do you know they have people that look like birds and all kind of different type of people looking weird and stuff?
Oh yeah, well I know back home, like people normally get some people who grows a lot of hair in their skin and they live out in the forest because Guyana have like about 365 islands. So they got some people that live on these islands and they grow their hair and they look like animals, and people said they could change forms. So yeah, I think that is possible. A lot of people might not believe it because that's like stories. There's like folk stories, so they're not gonna really believe it unless they see it. But I know people who say it has people that they see and they swear it's animals, but it's people running on 2 feet.
People running on 2 feet. Well, I never knew that a person can act like a dog and live their life like a dog.
Well, I don't know if they could live a life like a dog, but I know it gets some guys.
But if somebody walking around barking all the time, what you expect? This stuff is funny, but when I went in there, I had to quit that hospital because when I went in there, I freaked out. I couldn't see all those deformed people, them babies looking like monkeys and kids with tails and all kinds
of
stuff.
You saw that?
Yes, there's people born like that. They don't tell you about it.
What?
Not everybody's born normal.
Oh, wow.
There's some kids of people born
with tails?
Tails and all kind of stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Not everything is normal. You only see in the normal world, but I'm pretty sure they got institutions out there. They had it in Willowbrook. Look up Willowbrook.
You said Willowbrook. Yeah, we got to check that out because
Willowbrook State School. Well, it was a state hospital, and people looked like animals. So they lived, they had them inside the wards and stuff. And I noticed every time there was a full moon, those patients started acting up. I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
So God bless those people who do that kind of work, because I'm telling you, when they work with the mentally ill and stuff, but it's a lot of that going on. I actually seen a man yesterday walking on the street right here on Flatbush and just pull his pants down a little bit and defecated right on the street.
Oh, man.
And kept on walking.
Ew.
And come back and look to see what he done.
Damn, that is nasty.
Defecate, and I heard that happen a lot up there in the Bronx.
Wow.
That people just use the bathroom in the street, don't care.
Well, I guess that's natural, because we used to do that back in the days anyways, right? Like in the bushes when you...
Well, you had a hole or something you went to.
Yeah, you dig a hole.
An outhouse. They call it an outhouse.
Yeah.
And, people still live in there.
Yeah, he's out to his house.
I'm not going to laugh at that, because I lived that life. And it wasn't a nice life, because I thought I was going to fall in that hole with all the maggots. Ugh.
Yeah, we had latrines, and we used to watch down to see them.
And you know what turned me off? And maybe that's why a lot of people don't eat pigs and stuff. They used to actually put the pig on a rope and put a dog too and dump him down in there to get rid of lice, so he wouldn't get lice and fleas.
Oh, shit. I never
they
seen that.
They dumping in all the fanooba.
Nah,
I don't know if them Indians was crazy, but that was something they did.
Yeah, I don't eat pigs at all. No bacon for me.
The dog, if they thought the dog had mange, they say mange, they call it.
Okay.
And they would take the dog and dip him in all that maneuver. And
the thing would just be eating it off the dog.
Take him out and wash it and spray him down.
Oh, shoot. Nah, I never do that to the dog. That dog gotta
go.
But
then you look at it too, they used to take it for fertilizer.
Yeah, well, fertilizer I know, for sure.
They would take a big part of it and go and put it in a certain part of the field.
Yeah, I used to pick up dung.
That field gonna be rich next season. I say I sure won't be eating from it.
Yeah, it's nutrients, because you remember when we defecate, we put out the nutrients that is in our body. So when that nutrients goes into the earth converts it and make it good for the plants. So it's just like how we eat food, that's the plant food, really and truly. They said the best coconut, right, used to be in the burial grounds. We used to go and pick coconut water from the burial ground. People used to be like, I don't want no burial ground coconut. But the coconut water used to be so sweet. Yeah.
Well, I think we because nobody touched the water, and it's a spring run under there. Because I used to drink well water for long years, where you had to put the thing down.
Oh, and press it down.
Press it down. Well, y'all had the modern one. No,
yeah, we had to run the pump.
Bucket. We had a bucket where you take the bucket and you dip it in the well.
But that's the old time.
Oh yeah, I lived that. That's what I'm saying. I lived the Indian. I lived the real life.
You gotta turn it,
rope it up. And a lot of time, my mother used to say, "You be careful, don't fall over in there," because a lot of people used to fall in the well.
Yeah, looking down to see if they got
fall
water.
In the well. And then I was looking for the fairy that lived in there, because they say a fairy lived in the well, at the bottom of the well, and there's gold and stuff at the bottom of the well.
Oh, for real? Shoot.
And so a lot of kids wind up falling in the well, trying to look for the fairy that lived inside of the well.
Wow, that's not a good story to tell a child.
Well, that's what they told me, and I sure wanted to get in there with the fairy.
Yeah.
I wanted to climb in that well, but the devastating, once you fall in there, you can't get out.
Yeah, because that's really deep. That's like about 10 feet down in the earth.
That's right, and then you drown.
Yeah, shoot.
But I'm telling you, it's the best water, and you get that water from that well. That's the best water in the world.
Yeah, that's the earth water. I think Dr. Sebi actually had a well like that whereby when people used to come to get curing, he used to have them drink from the well. He's like, don't drink no water from the pipe. This water here is from the well. This is pure water because it's coming from the spring.
And I don't know, it stayed cold because my mother and them, what they used to do, them Indians, they would take a bucket and they would some kind of way wrap it and they put like a cloth over it and that water would remain cold and all that heat. Do you remember you was doing something like that?
Well, I know the water is cold.
Because we didn't have ice.
Yeah, we didn't really have ice. Ice came way...
Every once in a while, we would buy a piece of ice to put in the ice box. They used to call it an ice box.
Yeah, for sure.
You had an ice box?
Well, we had an ice box. Of course we have an ice box because we used to sell ice. Ice was a very high commodity.
Y'all was high class.
Yeah, like high. You had to... We used to sell the ice. We got a fridge from my auntie. She used to live in America.
Y'all was good. Y'all was good.
Yeah, that's the little money. That's how we, get a little money. We used to sell different like things like icicles. The icicles y'all sell. Ice pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we used to always sell that and make a little bit of money. So I knew about that. Ice was a very high commodity. Not a lot of people had fridges at my time when I was like about...
We ain't had no fridge. That's why I say you get a piece of ice, you cover it up real good and wrap it up real good, and that ice had to last you a week.
What?
Yeah, because you had to wrap it.
Yeah, I put it in the ice box and it melts slow.
It melts slow.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, and I tell you, we ate good and lived good. The hunting part was the best part when you had to hunt for your food. Did you have to hunt?
Well, I had hunting dogs. I used to like to hunt iguanas, and I used to catch...
So you did eat iguanas?
I ate iguana one time. I didn't like how it tastes. I used to like to hunt them, but I never really liked to eat them.
They must have had some good meat on them. That's the same as a crocodile.
No, but the meat is little bit because it's so small. I ate it when I was young.
No, we ate crocodiles, baby. We ate the real crocodile.
Oh, I never ate a crocodile.
You bust him across the head. They used to call it.
I used to scare the crocodiles. Yeah. They used to be in all waters.
Now, I know a lot of people, y'all can relate to this out there. I live primitive, and I tell you, it was a beautiful life. Being an Indian.
Yeah, people in America eat crocodile too.
They eat crocodile in the South. You wrestle in the gator.
Yeah.
They call it a gator.
Shoes, I'll be scared. I ain't wrestling no gator.
Gator and rice, you got to wrestle it.
Okay, do you fry it or do you like roast it?
You fry him. You cut that bad boy up. You cook him good, steam him up. You steam him real good, get you some good rice. And we call it geechee rice. And you get that geechee rice and some peppers and onions.
All who know about that geechee rice, you don't know, call in.
You got a dinner, because them people used to conserve food. I mean, they were so bad at it. My family would take food from Christmas and have it the next Christmas. They ain't throw away nothing. There was no such thing as throw away food.
That's true.
You experienced that?
Yeah, we never throw away food. Like we didn't even I remember at one time we didn't have light where my mom.
Oh, we never had light. We lived by candlelight.
You had to eat the food within 2 days. You never had the food 3 days. The first day you eat the food, the next day would have leftover. You would eat that.
Yeah, eat that.
And that was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So y'all lived under the lamp too. The kerosene
lamp. Correct.
We had the kerosene. You had to change the wick in there, buy the kerosene, and put the wick inside and burn it real slow.
You have to turn it down so you won't get the stuff black, because if it get too black, you would have to wash it out and clean it a lot.
And folks, I know you listen to this, but you better know this stuff, because the way we going, you're going to have to know it. So you better take some lessons on us now, because I know y'all laugh and say where y'all come from, but guess what? The way this world going, we going backwards, and we will be back in caveman days before you even know it. Because money and everything, because we used to had to preserve the food and stuff, like berries and stuff. You make jams. Did you learn how to make jams from
I love guava jam,
we made guava.
Yeah, we had a guava tree, and my grandmother used to always make guava jam.
She boil it good, and then you put the sugar in it. Then
Beautiful.
you get those mason jars.
Yeah, guava jam. Oh man, With guava jam on your bread, you want to eat that bread every day, like
oh my God,
especially big bread.
And it's so rich.
Yeah,
Guava.
guava is
And you know that
very
guava
good.
is very healthy for you too.
Yeah, you can't eat the seeds though. Anybody that if you ever go to the Caribbean and you decide to eat some guava, make sure you don't eat the seeds because the seed used to bind you. When you go into the bathroom, it makes you get a hard
so
time.
you remember that? And well, they had a thing, them Indians where I live, that if a dog come across your path, you had to cross your finger so you don't get constipated.
Oh yeah, no, I never.
Y'all never experienced it because
cross your finger like this.
You had to cross your finger so you didn't get constipated. I learned so much superstitious stuff. I know everything from the ladder, from falling underneath the ladder, walk on the ladder, go around the tree.
Yeah, I know about that.
Go around. So give me some of your superstitions, some of this
They
stuff.
say when a black cat cross your path, it's good to always walk backwards, like when you go inside the house, because you never know if it could be a spirit. So it's good to walk backwards so that that spirit won't follow you into your home. So that's a superstition that we always had. But I mean, if I see, any cat, it don't matter if it's black or
New
what.
York people see a black cat, they'll kill it before they get bad luck. The black cat has to run for his dear life in New York. You can't bring nothing like that in New York, these crazy people.
You see a bad. So what about broken mirrors? They say it's not good to look into broken mirrors.
You won't get married for 7 years.
7 years if you look
7
into
years
a broken
of hard
mirror.
luck if a mirror breaks or fall off the wall.
So all those guys who don't want to get married, just look into a broken mirror.
No, just go up the stairs and trip up the stairs. You trip up the stairs, going upstairs, that means you won't be getting married for 12 years.
Okay. And you know what we used to say? If you sweep your foot, you don't get married.
No, you sweep your foot, you go to jail.
Oh, you go to
That's
jail.
why you see people, they sweep around, you see people moving back,
they
back.
jump over the broom. Don't sweep my foot.
Don't sweep, because they don't want to go to jail. Somebody sweep your foot and put you in jail.
Okay.
And you know, a lot of that superstitious stuff do work.
Some of it are true.
Because some of it you sprinkle salt and sweep behind somebody when they go through salt, they won't come back, and it's really true.
Oh, yeah?
That's right.
People, if you're trying to get rid of those people that always come and eat out your food, I just sweep some salt behind them and you don't got to worry.
When my people, the Indians, they throw a glass of water behind you.
Okay. Wow.
So you keep on moving.
They're gone. You can't come back a glass of water. That's a superstition. I never heard about that one.
No, that's Indian stuff.
Indian, okay. I was listening to this Indian guy the other day, and he was talking about the different beings that was actually on this earth before they got forced into the
well, they want to say all Indians, that the ones from India and all, that they came from from beings, that they originated from aliens.
Okay.
This I hear a lot, and I've heard it a lot, and I don't know how true it is, but if you notice, they are more spiritual and more inclined, and they was around a long time. I want to know, how long was they around? Because Africa was supposed to have been here first, but how come places like India, they was here too?
Yeah, but I mean, the first Indians are black people. It got some Indians darker than more than me and you.
That's exactly the truth.
Yeah,
too.
in Guyana, I know some Indians that you would never know the Indian. They bald their head. You would never know the Indian until their hair grow back. They're blacker than me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Guyana, they known to be there.
Yeah, man.
Because those was the one they took over there, fooled them, and brought them as slaves.
Correct.
They brought the ones from Bangladesh.
Yeah, all the black ones was the one they sent to Guyana. And it
started, and Jamaica.
Jamaica too. Jamaica got some very dark Indians. I think Trinidad got 1 and 2.
And it's sad, they're more prejudiced than anybody in the world.
I feel like a lot of people are prejudiced sometimes because they just hate themselves. They watch yourself in the mirror and they don't like who they are, because look at it. They say,
well, why it is teach me this, because I never understood it. I lived among Indians and I heard it over and over again. And I lived among blacks and I heard it over and over again. Why is light skin preferred more, and curly hair and straight hair preferred over blackness and kinky hair?
I have the perfect answer for that. That's a very good question. If you look across the world, everything that is black is produced. They say it is like bad, like a black hole. Well, how we know the hole is black? Why it can't be a hole with light in it, and maybe it looks black on the outside and it's light within the hole? Like a black cat is a bad luck. You know, if you wear black in the nighttime, be careful because it's a better chance for you to get hit down. So when they even in the music video, they don't put the dark skinned girl in the music video. They put the light skinned girl in the music video with straight hair. So the system itself, even if in Brazil, half of Brazil is black people, but they just produce it as the light skin. They don't show the other side. So they actually just want to show that this is the perfect way to be. And these things are harming young people because even young people in Jamaica and in Africa, they're bleaching their skin because they want to actually
let's
be
take that. That's arguable with me. Now, you saying that, but in Africa itself, they promoted that way before the white man ever got to them. I lived among Indians and there's no whites there. And they promote that among themselves. So you can't say that's because of the white man. No, it's not. That's because the people themselves don't like their own color.
Yeah, well, the system, and not even the white man.
And the white man played into it because when he seen that black people don't really like their own selves, that's the part I'm asking you. Why do they don't? Why black people don't like black?
The whole world, as I said, if you look in the different countries, I'm giving an example of Brazil.
No, you can't give Africa. Other countries because them white countries didn't exist.
Look at Guyana. Let me do a country that I'm from, Guyana, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Guyana, when they show certain advertisement, they would mostly put the Indian people in the advertisement. You would hardly see black people in certain advertisement. So eventually, when you, as a person, as a young person growing up, and you seeing these light-skinned people on TV, you kind of try to look up to them. You want to be like them. So your image, when you look at your image within the mirror, you think there's something wrong with your image because you're not seeing your image all over. Every time you see an image, you see an image as a slave. You see an image as a janitor.
No, that's not true.
I'm trying to tell you.
A lot of countries, wait a minute. A lot of countries did not experience slavery. Take that away. You're talking about everything. No, I'm saying to you, there's people within their own culture. Without the white man, they do not like, they like the lighter skin and they like better hair, as they call it, the hair better. I think maybe because the hair is easy to comb better, maybe that's why they like it. But it has nothing to do with prejudice.
Do you believe in subliminal messages?
Yeah, but you see, you're talking about TV and all that. That was not around in them days.
Okay, but
was not on television.
The TV.
The people within themselves. I had someone from Africa to come tell me, I can't go back home because I said, why? Because my kid is brown and I can't take this kid back home because my family won't accept me and won't accept this kid. The kid got to be totally black. There's tribes that follow certain rules. And I think it's a tribal thing and has nothing to do with prejudice. I think the white man picked up on it and put himself as the God when he seen people didn't like them own selves. That's what I believe. Because those TV and all that stuff wasn't going around in Africa. Still some places it's not going around. And you go to them primitive people and them white people show up there, they go crazy. They start, it's like you take a black person in China, everybody go crazy to see this black person. They line up, they want to take pictures, they want to go crazy. So it's something in human nature, got nothing to do with prejudice, nothing whatsoever. It's the human makeup.
You ever asked why the Chinese go crazy over black people?
Because it's a person different in their community and they never seen it before. If you take somebody who in a neighborhood, they never seen that before, they're actually going to think it's God.
Correct. Well,
and that's what happened here with the Indians. When that white man appeared here, over here in America, they thought he was God. He played into that.
I don't think so, because if they thought he was God, they wouldn't have been warring with them. The Indians was warring with them from since they came. Even in Guyana, the Arawaks and the Caribs, which is part of my tribe, I'm from the Aboriginals, and from they land on America, in Guyana, it was war, but they overcame some of the high tribal members, so the rest of the people surrendered. But in my country,
I remember the Aboriginal was fighting. Yeah, that I remember that very clearly.
They was fighting from the beginning. Even look at this island. It's called the Senegal Island.
There you go again. But how did they wind up there?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Once they suppress the people, they start putting images around of superiority.
I understand what you're saying again. But how did the Aborigine get away from Africa and wind up in their own community?
Well, Aboriginals all around the world.
They was kicked out.
They was all around the world. They was never kicked out. They was always traveling. Aboriginals always follow.
If you lived in Africa and that was your home, and you was comfortable there, while all the rest of the Africans didn't get up and leave.
Well, our history, based on Guyanese history, they said that our tribe used to follow the animals around for food.
Okay.
So after the Ice Age, most of the sea was frozen. So they walked following these animals, not knowing that they're going over to a different land space, a different country. So by the time the Ice Age was over and everything melted, they can't cross over their back, because remember, they didn't go by boat. They go by walking. So now they start building boats to try to go home. That's actually how boats was actually built, because they was trying to get back home.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now, that explains history exactly the way it is.
Yeah, we do that in Guyana, because they keep us on. Not a lot of people know this history of Guyana.
Now, but we're going to take it back to the Aborigine. Now, remember, most of them had straight hair and blue eyes.
Yes, that's why I'm saying.
Where did that occur?
Well, that's naturally within our genes, because straight hair and blue eyes is black people too. Because if you look in Australia, it got black people with blonde hair, which is straight, and they got blue eyes, but they're darker than me and you again.
That's Aborigine.
And they're Aboriginals. Yeah, they in Australia, and they're killing them out as we speak. They had a big conference actually to preserve these people, because they said it was over like 100 million of them, and now is over like maybe 10,000 or I don't know, 500,000 them left. That's how much they've been killing them throughout the ages.
Wow.
So they trying to put, just like how they did with the Indians in California, and they put them on those reserve lands so they won't be killed by people. They're trying to do that to the Aboriginals, because they're literally dying out. There's a dying race. It's like they're going extinct.
Okay, that's something to think about. We're going to take that, we're going to think about this, and we're going to, in the meantime, we're going to take a break and let the DJ play the music so the folks don't get so fed up with us talking all night. So, okay. But, we bring in these interesting topics, and if you really want to talk about them, you can write us on the screen wherever you're at, or you can call in 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. And by the way, if you need some good spiritual reading and advice, I can tell your future for you and what's going on in your life. I also can help you spiritual. If you're going through certain issues in your life, problems, I can work it out for you and tell you how to help yourself with spiritual remedies. I also have that on Sisterdobong.com. You can go on the page Sisterdobong, D-O-B-O-N-G, Sisterdobong.com, and you will be able to find their spiritual remedies, and want you to be able to support the station by sending some donations We taking time out to deal with you. So show your appreciation by going on the page. You can simply send me Cash App. That's 631-612-1742. And on whatever name appears, mine, 631-612-1742 if you want to send a donation. We also got a GoFund going on for the dance parade. We'd like for you to come on the parade with us and enjoy. So check out the dance parade, go on the page, and it's a GoFund there. You can also send a donation on GoFund and let us know how you think. Again, I'm Sisterdobong. You want to call me Spiritual Reading Daily. That's 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. I'm going to be giving shout outs when we come back. I'm going to give you a little chance to take a little break and hear Tony Blend make you feel good and give our tongue a little rest.
Yeah. Big up to Tony Blend.
And you keep that topic there for us because we got to get back into that.
The Aboriginals in Australia.
Yeah, that's very interesting how they dying off and why such beautiful people. Why would the world want to kill off primitive people? They can't live without their environment. I think it's once you're accustomed to such an environment. But when I left the woods and stuff, I accustomed easy to New York City. Well, I wanted to get out of the tribe. So, that was a different story. Travel Indians are too mean and too worky to death.
Yeah, well, they're hard workers. They are.
And I couldn't take much of that, and I can't take sunshine, black as I am. I had an umbrella with me. They used to call me a white woman because I couldn't take that sun. Yeah. And I couldn't take them worms and all them flies and all the rest.
Yeah, the mosquitoes.
No, I can't take none of that. I had to get to the city fast.
Well, we might be going back to that with the way how the country is going.
That's going what back. They told me. They said, "You be back one day." I said, "Oh no, I won't."
Yeah, we got to plant our own corn and our own food just now.
Man, I planted so much corn, I don't want to see corn. I can't even touch the dirt without getting upset.
I'm telling you,
you had to be in that dirt. And we used to take the yam and eat raw.
I love the yam.
Remember,
I love yam.
Yam?
Yeah, yam where you like to boil it.
Out of the earth.
You boil it and just eat it with some salted butter. Yams, we used to just boil them right out of the earth and just put some butter on it. And just eat it with a little bit of salt. Oh my gosh, yams is so good.
I love the corn. The corn. Oh my God.
Yeah, roast corn.
But people, the West Indians took the corn and make it all kind of good ways.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love me some roast
that
corn.
Mexican corn now. Man, matter of fact, I can throw me some in the water to boil in there now.
You got to do with some coconut milk. You ever had corn with coconut milk?
I had Trinidadians to get it, but I tried it, but I don't know how to make it sweet. I tried the sweet milk.
No, you gotta do the coconut milk. You gotta actually grate the coconut or buy the one in the can, and then you throw the coconut milk with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. You put a bit of scallion, onions.
Yeah, that's the Jamaican way.
Yeah, and then you boil it up, and then you get that nice flavor. It tastes so good with that coconut milk. You got to make me
some of that.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yes. We got to do some cooking one night in here, folks. We're going to do a dinner, and we're going to make you some.
Are we going to do it, or are we going to record it? We cook and record, and then we put it on the show, so at least you get a little, recipe.
No, we're going to do it right live. We're going to put the camera right in the kitchen. I can still work with the DJ. I used to be laying in my bed working with the DJ. Some night it was so tired out there, I was right in my bed working the DJ. Me and Tony Blend went through all kind of storms. Half the time I was in my bed.
Yeah, you don't
working
give up.
Right out the bed.
You're a hard worker.
Oh yeah, I don't stop. I was sick and working. Nobody would know it. Okay, I want to say shout out to my team out there in Africa and everybody. We got a great show, Africa Awake. It's popular, folks. You want to tune in 12 midnight. We got Eunice, DJ Pop Mark, and we got Billion. And don't forget, every Friday from 2 to 4, we got the latest music. I mean, Afro beats with DJ Pop Mop. So again, folks out there, John Jay, big up to you out there. It's doing such a wonderful job, and all the rest out there. We got a show coming up Wednesday night, so make sure you tune in.
Tune in every Wednesday.
You know the name of the show, Piper?
Was not the house music?
Yes, house music.
Yeah, we love the house music. You know, sometimes we could enjoy ourselves in a house.
Well, I'm making house music on the station, on Brooklyn Station, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 11 to 2. So you folks will be able to hear some house music on Brooklyn Station only. The other station got reggae and all the rest. You have to get a little bit for everybody. King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. All right, I'm going to take it to the DJ. I said enough.
Blend it up, blend it up.
Satisfy your soul.
Father, protect me from all of them. Why you think me build more now? So me no need nobody hard again. All people when me call my friend them office God. Father, please, if me ever fall, me I beg you say help me up and guide me make me walk again. You no need to do them nothing at all. Them just want hear say you're right off in your car and then Father, please, beg you make me know who are really my friends and my foes. You no need to pretend that's must. Come and see the evil in them and it show. Hey, Father, please, beg you guide me stand. When me in the street on the road, hey, Father God, like how me and you a friend, make please know. There are some things going on. Father, why me feel like nobody no love me? Would I really leave the place and would I run away? Better me go a space just cause some me just feel like people are fucking. Father, why me love that girl and she not love me? Oh God, know that. Really fuck up and run away. Me just feel like say nobody no love me. Me I tell her say people are fucking. A sacrifice. See the wounds and the scars that me get on my life. Me heart broken at the past and it no heal it. Man I fight in the jungle like a lion. You a real threat, me survive. But me really wish life could have reset. That is why me tell me youth some go to school and try be brief. Live your life. Them never see the struggle. Them when me get all the while. Man I be proof to them. My father me ask you know why people never believe in me yet. Father, why me feel like nobody no love me? Would I really leave the place and would I run away? Better me go a space just cause some of me just feel like people are hungry. Father, why me love that girl and she not love me? Oh God, know that. Really fuck up and run away. Me just feel like say nobody not love me. Me I tell her say people are hungry. Oh God, yes, Father. Protect me, protect me. When I need to do them nothing at all, them just why you say you're right off in your car and dead. Father, why me feel like nobody not love me? Would I really leave the place and would I run away? Better me go a space just cause some of me just feel like people are hungry. Father, why me love that girl and she not love me? Oh God, know that. Really fuck up and run away. Me just feel like say nobody not love me. Me I tell her say people are hungry. Hey, Father, oh God.
She rock me, she and I let me go. Went into the fire and he never got burned. Trample the dragon. We are the iron. Trample the dragon. No serpent can rule earth. We are the sons of the prisoners. How long will it be this way? Never forget, you must always remember that Africa is the place where I want to be. They took us beyond, but how long, can't you see the world is at its knees? In the belly of the beast, we must chant and burn more fire. In the belly of the beast, yes, it's a blazing fire, fire. Trample the dragon, you know we are iron. Trample the dragon. No serpent can rule earth, run with Satan. Imagine people, we are in a this season. African people, we are here now. You got no steady flights to stay. Moving from town to town.
Gangsta for life. Real Buckley's dance. Anyway, gangsta for life. Anyway, yeah. Where them a do, where them a try, my road will fly into the sky. Got me no borrow, me money buy, I will die. Where them a do, where them a try, my road will fly into the sky. Got me no borrow, me money buy, my road will fly. Anyway, me not take talk. Send boy body to the grave park. Them boy them have no brave heart. Them and them girl have the same heart. Them a cry like a bitch when the war start. Them a run like a witch when me get rock. Man to murder them blood clot. Cancer for life we not take talk. Where them a do, where them a try, my road will fly into the sky. Gun me no borrow, me money buy. Smart fly into the sky. God me no borrow, me money buy, smarty with die. Voila, back a start, let's throw them down again. Young supply, we can't come again. Yeah, bring them arm again. 7, 8, 9, 10, get down again. When them gonna do now, we don't them plan again. Yeah, man I perform again. The girls them love for me go on again. Fire for your man and your man again. Where them a do, where them a try, Maro will fly into the sky. God me no borrow, me money buy, Maro will fly. Where them a do, where them a try, Maro will fly into the sky. God me no borrow, me money buy, smarty with die. Anyway, let them know that, yeah. You know, not talk again. Talk out the bark again. You know, man, I said it. Youngster.
Sip, 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 sip. Sip, 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 sip. Coconut water. Sip, 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 sip. Sip, sip, sip. Dumping make you feel tough when you want fryers. After you see your friend them and them have the bangers. Broke them like bread and put them under heavy manners. Muzzle flash repeater so now you hear the hammer. They know you take so tough and can't chat. No you stammer. When you walk go do cause you know where with your banger. I know we just go show you so we friend them real. No falla blah. And then them a pray. Sip, 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 sip. Sip, 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 sip. Coconut water. Good for your heart. Sip, 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 sip. Sip, sip, sip. While we are sip coconut water, well then it's a trip. We look on them and notice how them shit. Just on dip we tell them, get things in order. Them continue to miss and cry out and go America, go back in a casket. No, in a California where the man them getting rich. Loyalty man, you have to be a true optimist. Work on film where you want and stop watch my. I know so, we do it with.
Just listen to her. She is the truth. She will cause all troubles that you have. She will cure it. Anything that's on your mind, she will make you feel right at home. Whatever troubles, worries that you have, Sister Dubai is the lady to call her. She will work with you. She will spiritually just cure your mind, your soul, and she will absolutely be there for you. And whatever you have, whatever troubles you have, she is the lady to see. Please, please, I'm telling you, come see Sister Dubai. She is the best. She removes anything, any sickness, any worries, any problems that you may have. She will come to you. She will remove anything that you have surrounding you, negative energy, negative people, whatever it is. Sister Dubai is the one to see. Come and see her. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. Just come and see Sister Dubai.
Okay, I saw Sister Dubon. She gave me great information. She was right on target with everything, better than all the other readers. Called perfect names, the right names were called. Everything was in place.
Sisterdobong, 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phone number 718-253-7273. My experience with Sister Dubong was incredible. She pointed out certain stuff that I never knew was right in front of me, like told me about certain people that I need to watch my back. And I thought they were supposed to be people that I'm close with. And thanks to Sister Bong, I have to keep my distance in order to protect myself from them. 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phone number 718-253-7273. My experience with Sister Dubong opened up my eyes, and I realized not everyone I considered a friend was honest and true to our friendship. She also made me realize that I was focused on the people who would bring me down in life and not the ones who would push me to success.
When it comes to help in spiritual matters beyond the norm, no one comes close to the international, world-renowned spiritual healer and advisor, Sister Dubong.
Are you suffering? Do you have bad luck? Do you feel you need some help? Well, there is help now. Don't give up. I am Sister Dobong, a spiritual reading advisor for many, many years, and I really want to get the job done. If you're having problems with your loved one, maybe you're having problems with money, maybe you're having court cases, well, I'm the one you need to call. You're sitting there thinking, where should I go? Or maybe you're going somewhere and not getting spiritual help. You call me now, Sister Dobong, and I can help you. Call me, 718-253-7273. Yes, you heard it. Get on that phone now and call now, 718-253-7273. I've been working more than 40 years and getting results. Now it's your time. Try me out. Don't listen to what others say. Try me now and you won't be disappointed. Call now. One free question by phone.
We got to be the livest station. Yep, the livest station on the air. So the next time you're on Facebook or Twitter, share. KingandQueenRadio.com 93.5 FM.
From the CD that never sleeps, comes with a broadcast that keeps it real. From the CD that never sleeps, comes 93.5 FM. Oh, oh, Brooklyn to the world, with sounds and contents to heal your soul. We're giving you the news, the vibes and entertainment. Education and stuff, we're giving you the best. We're nothing but the best, so just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. Whether you at home and whether you at work, 24/7 we're still showing love. Oh, 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 oh. Kings and Queens Radio. 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 Kings and Queens Radio.
Kings and Queen meditation brings you entertainment, news, education, information, multicultural radio station, 93.5 FM.
Don't touch that dial.
When you get a nice Indian data, you must give her respect and honor. Treat her like a queen, never abuse her. Like a flower, you must cherish her. Because woman is perfect human. Woman is man's companion. Woman need love and affection. Respect woman. Respect woman better. Respect woman. Respect woman higher. Your mother is a woman. Your sister is a woman. Your nanny is a woman. Your tati is a woman. Respect woman. Respect woman better. Izakarooraki. Izakarooraki better. Izakarooraki. Izakarooraki higher. तुम्हारी माते को रखे, तुम्हारी बहने को रखे, तुम्हारी नानी को रखे, तुम्हारी काकी को रखे। इज़्ज़त करो रखी बेटा, इज़्ज़त करो रखी भैया। If you have one, count yourself lucky.
Mind your business, keep your head together.
Better don't let that who cause you to lose her.
Because
woman look pretty close.
woman should smell like a rose.
Woman should look good from head to toe. Respect woman. Respect woman better. Respect woman. Respect woman higher. Your body is a woman. Your mousy is a woman. Your choky is a woman. Your chachi is a woman. Respect woman. Respect woman better. Izakarooraki. Izakarooraki better. Izakarooraki. Izakarooraki bhaiya. तुम्हारी बौची को रखे, तुम्हारी मौसी को रखे, तुम्हारी चुकी को रखे, तुम्हारी चाची को रखे, इज़्ज़त करो रखी।
Respect woman, respect woman, nigga. Respect woman, respect woman, fire.
Woman today can't take no kind of pressure. Like you granny take with your nana. So better you must learn to be more tender. Cause God making woman today softer. Woman, not tenderness. Woman, in some kindness. Woman, can't cherish. Respect woman, respect woman, Peter. Respect woman, respect woman, fire. The Zina is a woman, the Bertie is a woman, the Bobby is a woman.
By the way I turned to you, she was off this evening. I think of what I'd like to do while you were somewhere dreaming. I feel so happy by your side. Oh, why? I wonder why. Find it hard to find the words to say what I am feeling. So in love, I'm so alive, and I know you're the reason why I'm so happy all the time. Oh, I wonder why. I need nothing less in life than to hold you. I am in so deep, I don't need no sleep. Just baby, you and me. Baby, I live for loving you. Ooh, la 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 la, live for loving you. All I wanna do is love you, love you. It would never cross my mind to find another lover. 'Cause after having been with you, there would be no other. Just touching you, I'm satisfied. Oh, I wonder why. I need nothing else in life than to hold you. Oh, I am in so deep, I don't need no sleep. I just need you here with me. Baby, I live for loving you. Ooh, la 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 la, live for loving you. All I wanna do is love you, love you. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Yeah, I live for loving you. Yeah, I live for loving you.
Yes, there were trouble days, but we're lucky in many ways. We should always be giving praise. If you consider South Africa or Somalia, we could never murmur. We cannot compare the troubles that we face here with over there. Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. Girl, you still is a paradise. Let we sing Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. Girl, you still is a paradise. It ain't have no other nation where a man could pull a gun and hold a country to ransom. Then plead for amnesty and get away scot-free. Then we had to turn around and pay him for mutiny. It was in Iran or Afghanistan or down by Saddam, he facing firing squadron. But our motto when man get on board in Trinbago is whole and Lego. Trinbago, you're nice, yes. Trinbago, you're nice, Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. Girl, you still is a paradise. Let me sing Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice, yes. Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. Girl, you still is a paradise. The other day when Pan get a play, the national instrument people say, Pan they jump and say Dolak should be the way Pan they. That is why he say, Mama Gizam is my middle name. We so belong, we have no shame. We always want someone to blame. We say that Robbie was high and mighty. Manning come down and play Romy. We find he too ordinary. We love to complain, we go complain, complain and complain, and then vote back Robbie again. Trinbago, you're nice, yes. Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice. Nice, nice, nice. Girl, you still is nice. Trinbago, you're nice. Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. Girl, you still is a paradise. Because we reject Jesus as Lord, we have an increase of murder, suicide, incest, and fraud. In our children's school bag is gonna nice. Man running on man before see the wise. Teenage pregnancy is on the rise. But we could say sorry to the God of heaven, tell him sorry, beg him to forgive we iniquity, and then trust in his loving mercy. But no, we want to party, get on hard and ride we donkey, and Satan laughing at we with glee. Here he, Trinbago, you're nice, Trinbago, you're nice, Trinbago, you're nice, 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 nice. I will make you a satanic paradise. Satan say, Trinbago, you're nice, Trinbago, you're nice.
Whoa, 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 wa-da-da. I'm gonna break these barriers down between black and white. I'm gonna break these barriers down between you and me. This wall was built between us long before.
Ooh, good evening, good evening. I know you misses. We back. Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, Sisterdobong.com. We are live. And want to just say, if you're just joining us now, we on every Monday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. 12 midnight Africa Awake alongside Eunice, alongside Billion and DJ Pop Mark. Hey, we back. I just had me some nice fish and a nice salad, and I had me
that sounds delicious.
I had to have something to eat, and I said, let me make I had some fish I had fried today, so I'd say, let me have some fish and some nice spinach salad.
Beautiful, yeah.
What did you eat today?
Well, I ate a little bit chickpeas with some white rice.
Ooh,
and some like brown stew gravy on it.
Wow.
And some some puri with some curry sauce with potato.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
You did it yourself?
No, I didn't do it myself. It was actually to go on the road food.
Okay. Well, they must have did a good job there.
Yeah, you got it.
You know what? I love sometimes some of these nice restaurants. They got we need to shout out a good restaurant this week. Give them some prop. Where do you think is good? Is a good restaurant?
They got this restaurant on 43rd and Church Avenue. It's called Island Grill. And
Ireland Grill
yeah.
on 43rd and Church Avenue. Big
Yeah.
up to you out there.
Yeah.
The whole city. You better give him a dinner when he come through because he's shouting y'all out. So.
Yeah, you know, they cook some nice Guyanese food over there. It's very good. And I love good food. I don't really eat out too much, you know, because, you know, it's either I cook or maybe my mom's going to cook and I'm going to eat from her. But, you know, you have to do a lot and you're running around, you might just have to get something to go. I would rather go for some natural food that I know is cooked than to some McDonald's because the McDonald's food is horrible.
Wow, McDonald's now is so expensive. Just for a sandwich, McDonald's Big Mac, I haven't ate that in a long time because this place over here on Flatbush, I never heard of a place in America in my life. In order for a kid to go there, he has to be 20 years old and come with his mother.
No, 18, they said. 18 years old, come with your mother. Yeah, you got to be adult or you can't stay there at McDonald's. Or I feel like...
Is that all McDonald's?
Well, who knows? I know it's the one on Flatbush over here. They do
This is what I'm saying. This is the only place I ever heard of that in my life.
Because you know what it is the black kids are over there, and I feel like that's a way of keeping the black kids out. Now, when I was
that's
young,
what I'm looking at because there's kids bad in all neighborhood, and they got security guard can get them under control. I mean, since when did Flatbush Junction get so bad that a kid can't go in there and have a sandwich unless they come with their mother?
Since when did McDonald's start turning away kids?
And not only that, you can you got to use give your phone number and all that stuff and give your personal information to get a sandwich.
Nah,
I was through with them.
Yeah, they're trying to take your information and sell it on the dark web. Hell no. I'm not giving you my phone number to make an order for food. Hell no. People should boycott that. I really don't understand the people here in Flatbush that they support businesses that rob them. Yeah, for real.
And give you old food, outdated food, and these people still buy from these people.
Yeah, they get bad treatment, bad services,
and they
for
support
bad food.
them.
And still support them. I don't know.
If it was a black owner, they wouldn't support them. But these Arabs and different people, they support them. And you can look at the dates. A lot of the food is old and the milk is, when you get it, pay that money and the next day is spoiled. And people continue supporting these people.
That's why I have to respect the white people. You know, this is the time when I have to give the white people their props. Because if you cannot allow a white person, children, to come in and buy food, they're not coming and buy food from you. You're not disrespecting the kids and feel like you're going to get their money. Only in black neighborhoods they do that crap.
I never heard of it in the history. Now, I don't know how they get away with that with the law.
Yeah, that's discrimination. Personally, that's
you mean
discrimination.
To tell me I can't take my kid can't go to the store inside of there unless the parent come with the kid.
Think about it. If all store come and say, a child can't enter and buy anything unless the parent is there, what's going to happen?
Again, I told you, and people don't want to listen to me, that Flatbush is the most prejudiced place in the world. It ain't even prejudiced down south like this part of Brooklyn.
Yeah, it is definitely.
And if you look, it's segregated all over. You got the Jewish one way, you got the Indians another way, you got the West Indians another way, the Haitians another way. I don't know where the Black Americans. They just all confused.
And the Black Americans is moving out.
Because I don't see no Black Americans anywhere anymore.
No, you see 1 and 2 of them. You don't see
I
too
know
much.
if there was Black American here, they wouldn't get away at these stores with the stuff they do.
No way. Them Black Americans would break that store, messed it up.
Tow that store down.
Yeah.
And
nobody can go by. They're like, unless you remove that, nobody can buy. I saw they do that out to state one time.
Yeah, Black Americans don't play when it comes to their food and stuff.
Yeah, they don't play that shit.
You want to go down Bed-Stuy, I bet you they won't do that. I don't understand how West Indians let these people get away with treating them any kind of way. Is it that they don't know the food, or they don't care, or they feel like the Indian man or the Arab man is above them?
Well, I feel they think they're above
because
them.
remember, in their countries, and most of the Black countries, you have the Arab and the Indian, the Chinaman ruling.
Yeah.
So when they come here, they look at them as superior.
Yeah, that's true.
And they know that, and they treat people according to that.
Definitely, and I won't be surprised if that franchise
when
is
I
owned
go in
by
that
somebody.
store, they know to give me. They start showing me the prices. They start showing me everything, because I say, you better put the price up there. I better see what I'm getting, and don't play no games with me, because I will report you.
Listen, when you gotta go in McDonald's and spend over $20 for a meal, I'm not paying that much money for no food.
Just for oxtails, one day right there, the Haitians there, they have a way of discriminating against other people. I send somebody in there get a small plate of oxtail with rice and salad, $32.
Wow.
I say, you got to be out your mind.
Where they get that oxtail from?
Go back there. I went back there and they changed that price when I went back there. You ain't pulling that on me.
Wow, that's a lot of money for a meal. One meal?
$32.
Wow, it's best you go and take
I say them oxtails, I don't know where the hell, which ain't no oxtail, they cocktails.
Or kangaroo tails.
I only heard that oxtail when I came to New York City. Everybody say, oh, you want to get some oxtail? I said, well, what ox?
Yeah, where the oxes at?
These oxes at?
Yeah.
And then when I tasted, I said, these are cocktails. They're not
cocktails.
Cow tails.
Oh, cow tails. Okay.
That's what you eat in cow tails.
What about kangaroo tails? Because they don't have that much cows to give tails like that.
You may be right.
They might be kangaroo tails, man.
You know, I never thought of that.
How many cows is in this place that you could get all the oxtails throughout Jamaica, Guyana, and America, and all these rest of places? No way we have enough cows to give all them tails. And tails don't grow back when you cut them off. Tails don't grow back when you cut them off.
So they will have to kill the cows. A lot of cows. Wow.
Yeah. That's why I think it's really kangaroo tails.
Can you eat kangaroo tails?
I mean, kangaroo tails is a wild meat, of course. Kangaroo is like a deer.
I didn't know kangaroo you can eat.
Kangaroo is like a deer. That's like a deer.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's like a deer on two legs.
You are eating kangaroo tails.
Let me do that. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Oh my goodness. You really got one on me on that one. Maybe you are eating kangaroo tails. You know, there's the way they fix food now. You don't know what they eat.
Listen,
they bring spaghetti. I never seen spaghetti so thin.
Yeah, a little bit. The spaghetti.
I got some spaghetti. I said, this ain't no spaghetti.
I went and I was going to buy some.
So you notice the difference in the spaghetti too?
The spaghetti is like chow mein. It's like you get a long chow mein and a long mein.
And the boy got mad with me somehow. Oh, this spaghetti. I said, this is not spaghetti.
No.
Spaghetti come with a little thickness, and it has like a little.
You could see right through you could drink water through the spaghetti. I remember back in the days, I used to put the spaghetti in my juice and drink through the straw because it used to be like a straw. You remember?
Yeah,
it used to be thick.
This stuff that they serve in this thing, look, it's got to be plastic.
It got to be plastic.
It's got to be plastic because it's. Now, tell me something. By we talking about food, they did change food up. And they got that new food where they was putting it. They put it in the ghetto neighborhoods, didn't they?
Yeah. I remember one time I bought cabbage and it was plastic. Yeah,
You lie.
I bought cabbage and it was plastic in Jersey. I remember one day I go, and why is I'm chopping up the cabbage? Normally, when you're chopping up cabbage,
it's got a
it got like a crunchy, like a curly at the end.
And it don't have that no more. It
No,
have like something.
it's like it cuts
like a
chippy,
stringy,
like you chip it up. Like when you cut it, like it cut up, chip up. Like I don't know, it's a texture. And I know cabbage because I grew up on a farm
too, and I grew up on the farm. That's why can't nobody fool me. And now all this, I ate a piece of chicken up there. I never seen chicken legs so big in my life.
Yeah, them chickens is hormones. They just inject them. They blow them up. I saw a video whereby they just blow them up with some kind of hormones like grow. Like they just put it in and it blows up. That's why
I made it in my decision. Now I'm going to the butcher and start getting my meat.
Yeah, you could get some. Cut. You could get some fresh chicken over there on Foster Avenue. I think I can't remember the exact street, but they got like natural chickens over there, natural eggs over there. They even got coconuts. You got some nice mangoes.
I heard that too. Yeah, I got to really shop now and get food because I don't know where they're getting this food from anymore.
That's why people are dying from colon cancer.
Explain to me grass-fed food. Is that a healthy food, grass-fed?
Yes, for sure. It's from the earth. Anything that is, once you living off of the earth, is healthy. Anything off of the earth is healthy. That's why grass-fed is going to give.
Because I had a fight with the boy telling me a grass-fed, my Ricky saying grass-fed is from the something he say from the manufacturer. They make it inside of a shop somewhere.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, now these days we can't tell because they're doing things behind closed doors and they're growing their own grass anyway. So it might be right because they're telling us grass fed, but they're not telling us what kind of grass they're feeding them.
Oh.
So that's how they trick you up with the words. I call it tricknology. They kind of tell you a word, but it means a different thing, and you won't know unless you're there. Because grass-fed for us is when we lose the cows in the pastures.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, when I was young, we lose the cows in the pastures. We let them eat all day.
All the grass they want. It's certain grass, and you turn them loose, and they eat. See, you was a farmer like I was.
Yeah.
So I know. So that's why I had an argument. How are you going to say grass-fed is making it in a factory when they're supposed to be where the cow eating the grass out in the pasture?
But that's what I'm saying. Now, these days, they could say grass-fed, but they got GMO grass that they growing and then feeding the cow themselves because a lot of the cows doesn't have land. Only certain people have cows on land, like vast amount of land.
They're like in the South somewhere.
Yeah, like Pennsylvania, places like California, you're going to find people, have vast land, but a lot of places in the city, close to the city, like will have farms, like place like Connecticut, place like upstate New York. They don't have the amount of land to feed certain amount of cows.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough grass, so they're gonna feed it some GMO grass. Just the other day, I was eating some tangerine, and it's GMO. Yeah, the tangerine.
Now, that stuff is really not healthy for you, is it?
No, they're changing our DNA by giving us these food. That's why a lot of the diseases are coming out. We thinking that we just getting sick just like that. No, we are being given the sickness without even knowing. Through the chicken, through the beef, the mutton, through the eggs. They're even giving us through now the fruits. Because first time the fruits and vegetables was not touched because a lot of people never used to eat fruits and vegetables. But because people realize the food are being tampered with, they move over to veganism and
because vegan food can't be trusted.
I know even the vegan food is messed up now. I can't even know some people are vegan and they're not even healthy.
Yeah, I see them too. And vegan, they fat belly and big bodies. I said, well, what is good is that doing you when you big as a cow?
Yeah.
You might as well eat beef and pork and all the rest. Tell me, I don't eat no pork and I don't eat this. But look at you, you look like a bear.
Like a pig. You look like a pig and you don't eat pork.
And I'm saying, well, you eating all that, this and that, or whatever you eating, it ain't helping you none, you know.
That's why I started eating fish. At first, I was for 7 years.
Well, I'm starting to eat fish too, and that's what I just had tonight. I understand fish is very healthy for you. I started it long years ago, but then I got discouraged because a good friend of mine, thank you, Shaka, he started me eating a lot of fish. Every day it was fish, fish, fish. And I got mad with him one day and told him he was trying to poison me with arsenic.
Arsenic?
Because too much fish have arsenic, you know.
Oh, I never heard
and
about
build
that.
up, yes, it does. And it can build up arsenic in your body.
Oh, shoots. That maybe come from the
lead and stuff.
Yeah, like because they contaminating the river. You see,
That's
it's not
what
the
I'm
fish,
trying to tell you.
it's the sea.
So you can be eating too much of that and get arsenic and get brain. That's why you see a lot of people with this brain damage and brain
The mercury.
and senile and
Yeah, the mercury.
So you got to be careful how much of that fish you eat.
Yeah, you're right. Especially salmon. The salmon, they have a lot of mercury, that they said, so you got to be careful with the salmon. That's why I like snap. I like freshwater fish.
Oh, me too.
I'm a freshwater
I
fish.
was raised on freshwater fish.
Yeah, if the water is not clean, the fish dies. So that's how you know the water is clean, because
And
the
trout.
fish live
Did you
in
ever
it.
have
Trout.
any
Ooh,
trout?
I love trout.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, I love trout.
And I can make some bluefish too.
Bluefish is good. I baked a bluefish last year.
Put that some onions and some. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're gonna get some cooking going on here. We're gonna try to start a little cooking.
Because I'm a foodie. I love me some good food.
Me too. Yeah, we're gonna have to set it up whereby we come early and we do the little.
But I
food.
want to know how you do them chickpeas. Do you put a little curry in them? Because matter of fact, I got to give you some chickpeas. I got so many cans of them.
Yeah.
I get chickpeas. I got a whole lot of stuff. I got to give you some.
Yeah, you know what you could do with chickpeas too. Like I tell people, even if you don't want to use the curry, you use a little bit of tomato paste when you fry it up and everything. A little bit of tomato paste.
You fry chickpeas?
Yeah, you fry it up.
I ain't never heard of nobody fry no chickpeas.
Yeah, but I gotta show you, man. Like it's a different.
I thought they was very hard. That they too hard.
You soak them. You soak them inside water with some baking soda. So you put the chickpeas.
Soda.
Yeah, you put the chickpeas inside the water with a little bit of baking soda, and it softens the baking soda.
I didn't know baking soda soften things.
Yeah, and then you boil it, and once you boil it with the seasonings and the peppers and everything, and once you're done boiling it, you keep that water there, as you could use that water as stack or flavoring for your stew. Let's say any stew that you want to make, you could use the water from the chickpeas to actually flavor it. It's a very good flavoring. So what I do, I boil out with my rice. When I done boil the chickpeas, I use the same water and I boil the rice and I put a little color in, and it make the rice taste really good. And then you fry the chickpeas with garlic, onion, scallion, thyme, bay leaves, and you throw a little black pepper there with a little scallion. And man, it tastes real good when it's finished.
Oh my goodness, I'm hungry already. And I like chickpeas.
Yeah, it's a good source of proteins. If you don't eat a lot, if you want to stay off of meat, chickpeas is a good way of eating to get proteins. Chickpeas.
Okay. I learned something new out there, folks. Well, I hope you's enjoying tonight and out there. So well, by the time to get him a little horoscope, I give it to him a little bit. So stay tuned. Listen to a little bit of music, and I'll be back and give you a little bit of horoscope reading.
And we're gonna talk about those Aboriginal, because I just find a number.
Oh, good. I want to talk about that too. So let me let the DJ play a little music. Don't forget, I'm Sisterdobong. You can call me daily for spiritual readings, spiritual advice, lucky numbers, horoscope. I remove bad luck, voodoo, evil spirits. You got things bothering your home. Anyone in jail, immigration status, let me know. Call me 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. And if you're new, it's your first time out there, want to say shout out there to you all. And happy birthday, everybody who have a birthday out there. You wish them a happy birthday. You gonna sing happy birthday to the people and let them. Anybody that got a birthday, you gotta want to sing happy birthday to them.
Sure. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, big up all the people who have a birthday, have a earth strong, give thanks. You live another year upon the earth. We have to thank the Almighty, thank the Creator. We wrestling against spiritual warfare, so let's be strong. And let's get, to know ourselves, because we are spiritual being having a human experience, guys. So we got to tap into our spiritual side and just uplift ourselves to a higher level. So every time you pass a earth day or a birthday, you want to call it, just know that you here having a physical experience and you're a spiritual being. So you got to tap in with your spiritual side so we could ascend, to a different level.
All right, folks. So happy birthday to you out there and everybody listening. And if you're on my Instagram, if you're on TikTok now, I'm going to Instagram for the next session. So either meet me on King and Queen Radio webpage, brooklynstation.com webpage, or Sisterdobong.com webpage. Meet me over on Instagram, Zina. That's King and Queen Radio, Zina Palin. King and Queen Radio, Zina Palin. Thank you, all you folks on TikTok. I see you on Instagram.
Yeah,
I see you on
every
the station.
Monday. Don't forget us. You don't know, DJ Blend on the place, locking it up, giving us that good music, good vibes. Uh-huh.
Heaven come down. Heaven, please come Got up from my bed, it was 3 a.m. No one by my side, must be dreaming again. Still it seems so real, like an angel's kiss. Makes me think that heaven must be just like this. I close my eyes and fantasize. I realize this is dangerous. Strange as it seems, I'm caught between. And I'm calling out, heaven come down, hear my prayer, send me down a love that won't disappear. Heaven come down, out of my dreams, turn the sun around. Working days done, driving in my car, I hear a voice like a guiding star. I can't help but feel someone's here with me. Lets me know how good mine eyes can be. I search my soul and lose control. I recognize this is dangerous. Strange as it seems, I'm caught between. And I'm calling out, heaven come down, hear my prayer, send me down a love that won't disappear. Heaven come down, out of my dreams, turn the sun around. Heaven come down, hear my prayer, send me down a love. Heaven come down, out of my dreams, turn the sun around. They say we're young and we don't know, won't find out till we grow.
Well, I don't know, baby, if that's true. 'Cause you got me, and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent. Before it's earned, our money's always spent. I guess that's so we don't have a lot. At least that's sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad, you're a clown. And when I get scared, you're always around. Oh, let them say your hair's too long. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you to hold my hand. Oh, I got you to understand. I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me.
Will never be the same. 'Cause girl, you came and changed the way I walk, the way I talk. I cannot explain the things I feel for you. But girl, you know it's true. So stay with me, fulfill my dreams, and I'll be all you need. Yeah. It feels so right. Yeah. I search for the perfect love of my life. All my life. Oh, it feels like I have finally found the perfect love this time. You rock my world, you rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give, to make this love and think I'll find someone like you. You got my world, my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give, to make this love and think I'll find someone like you. You got my time. I knew that love would bring such happiness to me. I tried to keep my sanity. I've waited patiently. And girl, you know it seems my life is so complete. I love that's true because of you. Keep doing what you do. It feels so right. I've searched for the perfect love of my life. Think I find such a perfect love that's awesomely so right. You rock my world, you rock my world, you know it. And everything I wanna give, to this love and think I find someone like you. Someone like you, you rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give, to this love and think I find someone like you. You rock my world, you rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give, to this love and think I find someone like you. You rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give, to this love and think I find someone like you. 'Cause you know I'd be good to you. Say I'm your number one.
so helpless because love can be so cruel. But I'm just waiting and burning up inside. Come tomorrow, come tomorrow. Will you still be mine? Say I don't know.
Like 7 inches from the midday sun, I hear you whispering the words that melt everyone, but you stay so cool. I'm only seeking my Spanish harmonies. You're my reason for reason, a step in my groove. And if I say this life ain't good enough, I will change my world to lift you up. I will change my life to let us together. You're so cool. It's just like the ocean under the moon, the same as the emotion that I get from you. The kind of love that can be so cool. Give me your heart, make it real. So get about it, yeah. I'll tell you one thing, you wouldn't even be a crying shame. Every beat, every word, I hear your name calling me out. Well, I'm from the barrio. You hear the rhythm on the radio. You feel the changing of the world, so soft and slow, turning you around. But if I say this life ain't good enough, I will change my world to lift you up. I will change my life.
Okay, good evening, good evening. Okay, got to start my
horoscope.
No, we got to start my thing over again.
Or the live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, big up to all the people every Monday night, Kings and Queens Radio, Sisterdobong, Ja Rebel on the ones and trees, you don't know Blender, DJ Blend on the ones and trees, just nicing up. I'm loving the music. He does know the mix, man. You got it in all genres. You definitely got the flavor, man. For real, for real. You must be part Jamaican, little Guyanese mixed with little African or something, because you got all the music playing tonight.
I'm telling he got it all playing tonight. Yeah, we want to shout him out. Thank you so much, Tony Blend, for such a great show tonight. We enjoying it, but we got the correct history. We got the correct history. All my time, I thought Haiti was the first black place that was liberated from slavery and stopped slavery. And I just discovered something tonight, that Haitian wasn't the first place. Give us the true information, who stopped slavery, because Haiti got the credit for being the first black place. We got a caller.
Let's get that caller in.
Let me get that caller.
Hi, I just want to give a shout out here.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Aaron Bates. I'm calling for King and Queen Radio and Brooklyn Station in New York City. We would love to promote your music and business on our radio stations. Please give me a call. I'm the marketing manager for the radio stations at 732-666-8403. And if you call and get my voicemail, please leave your name and phone number, and I would love to call you back. Again, Aaron Bates, for King and Queen Radio and Brooklyn Station. And my phone number is 732-666-8403. We're worldwide, and we have A&R listening to our stations all the time looking for new talent. Please give me a call. And again, 732-666-8403. And if you get my voicemail, always leave your name and number, and I'll call you back. And have a great show, Zina.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bates. That's right, call in. We need these advertisers. Don't forget to call in, and we need advertisers. If you'd like to be on this show, a guest alongside me and my host here alongside Ja Rebel, you need to call me 718-253-7273 so I can sit you in the hot chair, so you can tell us about your life and what's going on. We'd love to have you here. And don't forget, check out King and Queen Radio, brooklynstation.com, sisterdobong.com. If you'd like to call in tonight, the number is 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. And taking it back to the 1 and 2.
Yeah, wait, let's go over this thing with the Haitians right quick. We're gonna show this. So the Haitians did this in August 1791. I don't know if anybody could see that on the camera, but if you check it, it's 1791. Haiti rebel and actually fight for their independence. Okay? And when you look in Guyana, Coffee Slave Rebellion. Yeah, this is the Coffee Slave Rebellion, which is led in Berbice. This is 1763. So this slave rebellion, which is from Guyana, I hope you can see. So I want the people to go look it up, check it out, because you want the people to know what's really going on. The 1763 slave rebellion was in Guyana and started, and actually we won.
Wow. And you fought that battle by yourself. You didn't have the Americans to help you.
Yeah, it was no Americans. It was just the Indians who was there, and most of them was killed. They ran and hide. I'm sorry to say, but it's the Africans who actually rebelled, and the Aboriginals, who was the people who was living there, who actually rebelled and won that slave rebellion with no white people, no intervention.
Wow, so you didn't experience slavery that long, huh?
No. Slavery was not a thing experienced in Guyana that long, because, as I say, a lot of the people used to run away and go up into the hills. Even up to now in Guyana, when people do crimes, they got places that they run into the forest. It's called the rainforest, and it's hard to find people there. They disappear. They never come back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so a lot of the slaves used to run up there, and the Aboriginals, the Arawaks, and the Caribs used to actually show them how to survive within the rainforest, because the rainforest is very dangerous. They got frogs that could jump on you and kill you.
A frog?
Yeah, one frog. It got a yellow and black frog in Guyana. You got to be careful with it.
Oh my God!
It could jump on you.
And kill you. We had that frog too, but he had all them different colors on it.
Yeah.
That was like the rainbow frog.
Yeah, they got trees that you could touch.
That green one.
And paralyze you.
Yeah, that they had a certain powder on them.
Yep.
We used to use that powder for voodoo. Yeah. So you got much as training. So you was raised under Indians like I was.
Yeah, well,
so that's how you know all those herbal things.
Yeah, well, I stay in tune. I grew up with my grandmother. I remember my grandmother never had a toothbrush. My grandmother used to chew a chew stick and clean her teeth. That's how I grew up. So when I was coming up, a lot of the old folks, I used to be around them. A lot of people move away from the country because they wanted to live in the town.
Well, we used to use a leaf.
Yeah, leaf. Oh yeah, we got leaves too. We got leaves that scrub your teeth.
Yeah, your leaf. The
mint leaf.
Yeah.
We used to use the mint leaf, and we scrub your teeth with the mint leaf. When you're done, your mouth smelling minty fresh. Before it was scope, it was mint leaf.
That's right. Wow. That's amazing, folks. You're learning a lot of antique stuff here. This is real deal. This is people who lived it and still here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't see how young you are and know that you really lived a life of
like just the third world. They call it third world, but I don't think
you
of the
know,
third
in
world.
Africa they still living that way, you know.
Of course, but it's not
And
third
that's why
world.
I admire my team, because my team, you would never know how they living because they can make it look so modern and so like they from here.
Yeah, because they know how to blend in, not because the way you live in gonna show where you're gonna be at forever. Because people do have a mind of inspiration and they're just following their dreams. So even though they're in a third world, they could create their own world, their own first world, like America, within where they at.
Yes, within where they at. And it's amazing how you can see that I come from the same roots, that I can do it so easily and I can regress and go backwards. And I think they don't understand how I can go backwards because I lived it once upon a time.
Yeah,
so it's easy for me to understand it because I lived it.
We might gotta write a book.
I was just very good in blocking it out that you would never know.
Well, we got to write a book because we might need some of your training. Some of these people don't even know how to cook. So we might need some.
Oh, well, I know that outside cooking well because we used to cook everything outside on the grill.
You know, the first time I cooked food, it was on a coal pot.
Oh,
you ever
I
cook on
loved
a
it.
coal
Yes,
pot?
I did. Yes, I lived on a coal pot.
Okay.
You kidding me?
Yeah, before we had gas stove and all that.
We had to break down the tree and take
cut it up nice and fine.
Lighter the certain part of the tree that's real light and it can catch fire easy.
Okay, I think I know about that
we
tree.
We call it lighter tree.
Lighter tree. Okay.
And you take the lighter and you can put that and it build fire and it keep the fire going for hours.
For hours.
And then you wait and then you put the coals in.
Yeah, you're right. We used to put like 2 or 3 coals at the top while we light the chips. We used to use we didn't have the lighter trees close by, so we used to use
pine trees.
Yeah, the pine trees and chop it up really skinny.
That's a long burn. That's a long burn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we going down to the back in the days, guys. We're gonna give you some stuff that you could survive in case of a blackout or in case you stranded somewhere and you need to know how to start a fire and cook some food. We're gonna pass it on to you. Natural knowledge.
Yeah, that's natural knowledge. How you get berries and you can squeeze and make juice, make your own Kool-Aid and blackberries and
jamun. You remind me, you ever eat jamun?
Yeah, I ate that.
Oh man, that's a fruit I used to love. We used to use jamun to put on our clothes.
But there's a certain fruit, and I'm thinking they got it in Jamaica. Yeah, it was green, and if you eat it, your whole mouth will swell up and you couldn't talk no more.
Oh wow, I never ate that one before.
I'm trying to think of what that plant is.
I don't think I want that.
It's a magnolian plant, I believe.
It tastes good?
The fruit, I think the Jamaicans eat it, and that's what they call ackee.
Oh.
It's green, and if you
eat it green, it could mess you up. I think it could poison you.
Lock jaws.
Yeah, I think it could poison you. That ackee, I heard it poison people.
That's probably what it was, ackee, because they do grow it in Florida.
Okay.
And I know they had it in Florida. You couldn't eat that green plant. It was a green like a apple.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that.
And
they got some of these plants. I remember they had this plant we used to call gamma cherry. It was a plant you could eat, but it used to stick up your liver. You couldn't eat a lot of it, but we used to use it and make kites. We used to paste our kites with it. It was a gooey thing and it was sticky. But when it's
that's the plant that they catch, and I want to catch.
Yeah, birds. They catch birds with them too.
We used to catch flies and stuff.
Flies.
I think they call it a fly trap.
Oh, we call it gamma cherry. Was a fruit, and you could eat the fruit. It grows. It's green. When it's green, it's really sticky. But when it's ripe, when it turns yellow or red,
I ain't never
you
heard
can
of that
eat it.
one.
Yeah, gamma cherry. I'm gonna have to bring a picture of it in one day and pull it up and see if they call it a different name. Because maybe in America they call it a different name, but it's like a glue tree, natural glue. It used to stick on your hands.
Now you remember the Morning Glory plant?
Morning Glory?
That's the plant that the blood of Jesus is on the plant.
Oh, I heard my grandmother had one of those plants.
The blood early
Good
in the
Friday.
morning. Yeah, and it comes up, and I don't understand that
bleeds
plant.
on a certain day.
Bleeds on that day of Christ.
Yeah, my grandmother had a plant like that a long time ago. I don't see those plants no more.
Really bleed.
Yeah, I never see
the
those plants
blood
no
on
more.
it. You wake up and the blood. I thought somebody had cut some chickens up and threw the blood.
No.
I didn't want to believe it, but that actual blood. And then you got that Morning Glory. That's the one that opens up in the morning and go to bed at night.
Okay, yeah, the green tree. We call that sleep and wake. You touch it. It's very good. I think it is good as a medicine too. That's a medicine plant. If you see those plants, you could pick them, and it's good to make tea out of it. I can't remember what it's good for, but it says... I
think that's good for the mumps.
Okay, mumps. Okay, I know.
You remember the mumps?
Yeah, I caught mumps before.
You caught, and you know them diseases is back out here, the measles and all that.
But all of that's created.
People better get ready because the measles is going through New York City now.
Yes, it's on the rise.
And you know what the measles do, don't you?
Yeah, they kill a lot of people if you're not strong. Measles can kill you.
I had the measles, I had the smallpox, you name it, I had them all.
Yeah, that's why we got to eat
healthy. But
ginger
ale was good for that.
I love ginger.
And ginger.
I chew ginger just by itself. Just put it in my mouth and just chew it up.
I love that ginger candy too. That's some good candy.
Yeah.
Folks, I hope you're enjoying it. You listen to King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, Sisterdobong.com. We want to say you're all out there listening to us worldwide. We appreciate you. Every Monday night we're here live. Don't forget, Wednesday night we have a house show where you can really just get down and boogie. Boogie, oogie, 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 oogie.
Make sure you join us.
We got to say one love. We got to sing a song together. I mean, you really got to make a song.
Yeah, why not? We got to sit down, write it out, and we come and we can perform it. Why not? We should definitely do that.
And I definitely can sing when I'm ready.
I can't wait. I heard you got some skills. Somebody told me,
Oh, so you heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. So I can't wait. We got to do that.
Yes, I do, and I do. You know what? A lot of people mistake me for Nina Simone.
Nina Simone.
You heard Nina Simone.
I never heard about her.
You hear her.
I'm going to Google her and check her out.
DJ, can you throw on a Nina Simone for us? Anything? See, can you look us up something real fast?
Nina Simone, DJ, you don't know. Big request.
Watch that voice of Nina Simone, and you're going to say, that is Zina.
Okay, so guys.
One time out there, if she wasn't old, I'd say she copied from me, but people probably think, oh God, no power. Okay, so we can't do Nina Simone.
We're gonna go to Nina Simone next week for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So what else you want to tell these folks before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want to tell these folks that don't be frightened to send a message if you want us to talk about a topic or a specific food, or maybe you want to know how to make something you know that you never made before. Let us know. Maybe we could give you a few tips or so, because we got Zina right here, that's actually good with the African culture and knows the different stuff you can use in your food. And then you got me, I'm like the South American. We use different cuisines. So
that's right, South. A lot of people. Oh, how do you feel when they say you West Indian? Do you feel insulted sometimes?
No, because West Indian is really connected to us, They just separate us because what it is that during the time they was trying to conquer. By the way, I
want to say shout out to all my Bermudians out there, my Bermudian families.
Yeah, Venezuelans.
Burmese, you out there, all my Bermudians. And they call them West Indians too.
Yeah.
And we're not really West Indian, we're British.
Yeah. Lady Elephant, big up yourself.
But I'm wondering, my people, Burmans, they consider themselves West Indian, British.
Well, I mean, we've British. We actually from
You
British.
are British too.
Yeah, we British. So
even though you're from South America.
Yeah, we British. We British. We the only English speaking country in the South American continent. Every other South American continent, they speak a different language other than English.
That is the truth.
Yeah. So we fully British. We the only English speaking country in South America. Everybody else is Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, French, and every other language.
Now tell us about your seasons. Are your seasons different from the other countries?
They say we have 2 seasons, but I think we have 3. You know?
What is your 3 seasons?
Well, is rain, is sun, and I think we have spring. We have spring.
Oh, you only have 3 seasons?
Yeah, rain, sun, and spring.
You don't have winter?
No winter.
No winter?
No winter, just rain. Rain is our winter.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when we get winter.
That
when
must feel good too.
Yeah, I love the rain. Always I tell anybody, you go to the Caribbean, make sure you take a nice rain bath.
Ooh, that
it makes
good.
Your skin feel so good. It takes out the pain.
Eat something that we eat, and I think you're South American, you may eat it too. Do you eat roses?
Roses? What kind of roses?
From the plant.
We eat this rose from the plant, which is called the water lily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eat those kind of roses. It got like some within it. I think it got like a
little
nut.
Sweet taste.
Yeah, sweet taste. So they
so
eat
you
it.
Do eat roses.
Yeah,
too.
some people eat roses like water lily roses. You got
and they're very healthy for you too. Rose water is very good for you.
Very good. You know what
and
next
you can,
too?
And you can drink it, believe it or not.
Yeah. Rose is good. Rose is very good. And you know what? I think this thing where you call hibiscus, to me like that is like a flower, but to me like that is
that
so
was
good.
A medical. I'm trying to realize what we used to use that for.
Well, we drink it in tea. My grandmother used to, when we never had tea,
calm your nerves down.
Yeah, she would just pick a bunch of hibiscus flower and just boil it, and we would just drink it. And it was like one of the best tea I ever drink. I even drink it now.
What is the preferred thing? See, that's the British I don't have in me, a tea thing. I don't know. When I was young, I used to like tea and I used to like coffee. But some apparent reason as I got older, I don't like it anymore. What is the best way to drink tea? With what?
Well, I would say most
plain tea?
I would say drink the plain tea. Get your body used to drinking it without the sugar. That's what I practice now, because once you drink a lot of tea, most people like to put a lot of sugar in it, so it would give you diabetes. Most of the time we use honey. So a lot of the natural teas.
But honey is not good for you either. It is said that honey is worse than sugar.
Yeah, because it's sweeter than sugar. Everybody know that honey is
not most people don't know that. You see, because you just said a statement. You eat sugar, you get diabetes.
Yeah.
Get honey. And that's what most people do, the same thing you're doing. But they don't realize the honey is giving you sugar diabetes too.
No, but the difference between honey, there's one difference between honey. It's just like the fruits.
Not manufactured.
That's the difference. The manufactured sugar have certain chemicals in there that your body cannot break down. So it's more bad for your body. The honey is like the natural sugar out of the plant. So your body can easily break down the plant sugar because it's natural. But the artificial sugar, it end up damaging your organs, like your pancreas. It goes down to your kidneys, and that's why we get sick, because it damages our organs, artificial sugar. But the natural honey sugar, it don't damage you. You might get a little, high sugar, but it's gonna be natural, because once you work out, it balances it off. It burns it out.
That's great to know. Because I see them Africans and people run into them trees to get that honey out of there. And they like be going crazy to eat that honey from the tree, them aborigines and different people in them wilderness.
But you ever check? Aboriginals don't have diabetes.
They sure don't.
They don't have it. And guess what? Another thing, they never use processed sugar. You never see an Aboriginal have sugar cane in the yard. Sugar cane was created to make artificial. Yeah, sugar cane is an artificial plant, just like rice is. The real rice is black. People don't even know that. The real rice is black rice.
This is the first time
Any
I ever heard
other rice is artificial other than black rice. Just like the real corn is three colors. It comes in red, yellow, and green. The real corn, from Africa.
I never experienced that either.
Yeah, well, in my country, the yellow corn is an artificial corn that was created in a lab. 100%, I could tell you that.
Well, I know they say it's no beneficial for your body, would it?
It don't.
It have no beneficial. Well, I guess it's like a dietary,
It just folds your belly. The natural corn, it breaks down. The artificial corn, when you go to the bathroom, you see the corn in your doodle, still whole. Just the way you eat the corn, you see it right in your doodle. Check it.
I know.
So your body can't break down the corn. That's why most people that plant corn, after time of planting corn, they have to move from the place or sell the land because the land becomes damaged. You can't grow no other.
That's why we say you can't use that part of the land no more.
Yeah, it damaged.
I remember they used to say we can't use that land for a long time.
Yes, you got to wait for that earth to replenish because of all the nutrients that artificial corn then suck out of it. Is like for sometime 10, 15 years, you can't grow nothing there.
Yeah, because they say 7 to 8 years.
Yeah, it's
Once
true.
you grow corn there, you can't go back there and plant nothing.
The real corn, I could grow up, and that's why I say is a lot of things you have to remember because they wipe our memories. They use the telephone and they use the computers and they use the television to wipe our memories to don't let we remember these things. So we get used to it, and as we grow up, it doesn't pass on to the next generation. But the real corn is red, yellow, and green. The real corn.
I think I never seen that before, and I don't think many people seen it.
No, you don't see it no more. You don't see it no more. Just like the bananas, you don't even see the seeds in the bananas.
Don't taste good at all.
The bananas like rubber.
Yeah, what is going on with the bananas?
Listen,
it used to be we used to eat the little Spanish ones, the real.
The little ones. That's the organic ones. But how you know a fake banana? When you try to peel a banana, remember back in the days you could have peeled a banana like 3 or 4 different peels. Mm-hmm. Now when you break the banana, it opens one. The whole banana opens up. That means that it doesn't have the genetic molecules to actually create it just the way it's supposed to create it, whereby you could peel it 4 peels. Back in the days, you could have peeled the banana 3 peels. Now it's the whole banana peeling because it's genetic modified.
Wow, folks.
Yeah.
You learned something. So now we understand why cancer is so
on the rise.
On the rise, because everybody's eating artificial. So people definitely would be dying off early age.
Yeah, they don't want to give us your pension. They don't want to give you your Social Security.
You'll be dead by 40 and 30 now the way the world is going.
I have a cousin that died at 28.
Yeah.
28 years old. He had no kids or anything, and he died. Yeah. His liver was bad. I know a girl or a child was only like about 5 years old and she had kidney problem.
Yeah. So folks, it's no age.
No age.
Just because you're young don't mean you're going to be around tomorrow.
Correct.
So you better enjoy life as much as you can because nothing is promised. Never have been and never will be. So live your life and live it large and respect thy neighbor because people have lost respect for each other. You're actually afraid to say hello or something to people now because they'll blow up on you.
Yeah, you can't even say good afternoon. Like some of the females, I pass them, they look at me, I look at them, and I might say good evening. They just look at me and just walk right by, don't even talk to me. And I'm like, wow, the place is getting so cold that you can't even say morning or good afternoon to nobody and get a response. It's like everybody's turning robotic.
And that's in the neighborhood where you live and know people.
Yeah, that's your own people. I'm not talking about a strange neighbor. I'm talking about people who look just like me. Is doing that.
Well, I think they've been always doing that. That's what I was trying to tell you.
That's what I say.
It ain't no white thing.
No, you can't say racism.
No, it ain't no racism.
This is not a racism. This is people.
The people in general.
Yeah.
They just don't like themselves.
They don't like themselves, man. I don't know.
Well, what can make people start liking themselves again? You know, do you think fashion and design and everybody got access to everything to make themselves beautiful, took away special things for certain people that feel good about themselves, that everybody think they're a star? Like that song said, everybody is a star. Everybody think they're a star. So if everybody think they're a star, how can anybody love each other or respect anybody anymore?
Yeah, because what I feel, the phone.
Don't you think in those days when it was movie stars and certain people had fame and you just wish you could be that way one day? And
but we still love each other, even though that we used to want to be stars. You still love each other. You still used to play.
Everybody's a star. They feel like they're better than you.
But how can you be a star when you're living in the same neighborhood as me? That mean I'm a star too. If me and you in the same neighborhood, we both are stars. I'm sorry. You can't be a star and I better than a star than me.
That's right.
And we living in the same neighborhood.
Now you see, you said something very important there.
Yeah, because you know what? I live like a star. Since I was young, I was a star. I'm a track runner. I'm a gold medalist. I know about people screaming my name I ran in Madison Square Garden. I ran in Penn Relays, one of the big meets in the whole world. So I know about being in front hundreds of thousands of people and they screaming and shouting, go Winston.
And after that, they don't even know you.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So stardom is for that time.
Just for the moment.
Yeah, it's for that time you live in.
I watch that over and over, folks. So when you in your own stardom world, you're in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Because the reality is your stardom is you just plain and simple. And you know when you learn it, when you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And you're in the same bed as all the rest of the sick people.
For
and
sure.
you're nothing special about you.
Yeah.
All right, with that, folks, we're getting ready for Africa Awake coming up with Billion and Eunice and DJ Pathmark. I want to thank all you for being with us this evening. And don't forget to call me Sisterdobong for your spiritual reading, lucky numbers, and horoscope. That's 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. You can donate me by sending it to 631-612-1742. That's 631-612-1742. Thank you again, everyone, and have a good evening. Your lucky number for tonight is 943-1745, 8, 24, 13, 11, 10, 17. Thank you and have a good night. For more numbers and information, check out Sisterdobong, DOBONG.com. Thank you.
Yeah.